ejume ejiya inabeye miara eyo miaro obere yitipo inabebo miara eyo miaro Asemi bezini kwanya Asemi yara Asemi bezini kwanya Ejina bezini kwanya Obere bezini kwanya Yara eyo miaro Asemi bezini kwanya Asemi yara Asemi bezini kwanya Ejina bezini kwanya Obere bezini kwanya Miaro
Neat FM News
Asem Yideka Ninabeka Miara eyo miaro ejume ejiya inabeye miara eyo miaro obere yitipo inabebo miara eyo miaro asemi bezini kwanya asemi yara Asemi bezini kwanya Ejina bezini kwanya Obere bezini kwanya miaro Asemi bezini kwanya Asemi yara Asemi bezini kwanya Ejina bezini kwanya Obere bezini kwanya
Neat FM.
Hey, oh, want some, in pajama. Hey, man, I want some, in pajama. How many? Anyamaza, hey, asasi, anyamaza, no anyamaza, asasi gorira, inti, somo, mama somo, mina yafomo, amenia, Ghana, Kasama tuza, karangada, hera. Yanka no power, yenjumem, na yefie ina. Kongo, aye. Kantana genegaye, Sangani, Papa Matuza, Onyemele Matuza, Kokomi Matuza. Religious leaders, Sawanya, Honobayo, Yenso Bonini Nasi, Yenya Kukme Kukume, Enjoya Kuwana Sikrum, for up and you for one mirror, marijuana cocker for one mirror, yes, so money nas, I ain't in the corner, Fa odo, fa jumpa, mawunia, doctor, I'm a soldier. Oh, I'm in from paying for. Can I ain't doing now? I say, oh, can I be free? I'm in now. Dancing you meant to see your free. Or Sunday, I read one, sir. One miss, police, teacher. Oh, then I want crab or share, man for Pampa, Yappa, Yapesica, or Yamboto, I am Moa, or many, and I any bedarabo, Ghana and the Yapia someday, lawyers, musicians, a great for I say, win the man can. Oh, Fabasa, I am more. Some trying businessman.
Needs FM.
The best station in the capital.
Want some. It's a dummy. Hey, man, I want some. It's a dummy. Ameni, Anyamaza, hey, Asasi, Anyamaza, no Yamaza, Asasi, Inti, Somo, some Mina, Amenia, Ghana, Asama Tuza, Yan cano power, yen you mem, na ye na. Katana gene guy, Sangani, Papa Matuza,
In the capital.
Onyame Matuza, Okonya Matuza. Religious leaders. Sawanya, hono tayo.
Needs FM.
Best station in
Yen
the
show
capital.
bonini nasi. Yen ye kukume. Mengo ya kuwanda si krumo. For up and you for one mera. Marijuana crop for one mera. Yen show bonini nasi. I ain't no crime my Show the young for Korean and young for Pudano. Doctor, I'm a soldier. Oh, I'm in from paying for. Can I ain't doing now? I will say, oh, can I be free? I'm in now. Dancing you meant to see you're free. Or Sunday, I read one, sir. But Miss Police, teacher, oh. I am Moa, many Ghana and the Epia someday. Lawyers, musicians, a great for I say win the man can. Oh, Fabasa, I am more. Ghana, some trying businessman.
Needs FM.
Good morning. Good morning. Sauda da Tuomo, Sauda Bamba Suo, Sauda Ke Muo,
so the fite mu so da bar stop so da den ya plaster mu na yem plaster mu empo ne ya bosuo na yem bosuo ye ina ade achie yo
Transisio Uda Bronsansio Uda Tademo Uda Benchisio Usi Abonsaya ye ina ade achie no Transisio Uda Bronsansio Uda Tademo Uda Benchisio Usi Abonsaya ye ina ade achie no
Neat FM Neo.
ampa ye ina ade achie enti na ye kan se yeda otwedon po Nyankopon ase se enne anopai so yete ye ho ene ye ne ye chia ye mo akwaba e de ba neat 100.9 FM so Asem Yideka program ya hyehyɛ memeda no pa bia na ye de be esumwo je se ye de the morning riser Saturday morning there mingi ni se program bi o ha ye be nyane wano patututu se betie bi age Asem Yideka nsem bi o ha edika nti esa anopai ye boru ofiem ye boru wadwumam ebi okra won sorry but radio de maka kirew utumi tie abre kra wo da kakra se wo tetenkura bi sa no utumi tie abre wo sinoma utumi tie carpentani utumi tie driver ni adwuma bi a wo ye bia utumi etie radio no enti na no pay ye de Asem Yideka ba besomu na de bia meka wo se yen ye wo motivational poem and yet message to send ya other ones ne ye no we a poem me see poem means so me ye kire me acheye papa na me pese and that no pay so first time I wuti a ubetie na wa record na wo so wabo etie ni bio na se wo de abobra what you say it is a kaya ma ye na ye recite ta poem no. One, go. It is a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you persevere, you will conquer. Never fear. Try again. This will be. I say it is a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you persevere, you will conquer. Never fear. Try again. We motivational poema yede ma anopai na also we are too to dream. Me say aya na yeti no nsem wo me doso. Enti betu ma yewe fi. Enti anopai ni amese se fashion to dream na so abrina bi na enkai kaw. For bobra na besu ye. Pim ko anim besu ye. Never give up. You say winners don't quit and quitters don't win. Abrabon you will fall, you have to get up. You will fall, you have to get up. Now makase refusal to take a risk. It's a risk by itself. Nti pimku anim no fears. Yema me konedu ajima Rollins. Also be bold. Be bold. Nti anope inkrashe sema ye ne woche e wa no pay no. Ye frame me pani kodwa de me ado. Me na me tena dwam na ye de asomo saa so na Juliana Oben ene Francis Okukroko ene Bomechi ejina ha sisi ya a chese ya ye shishi na me boss Kwesi Abuaji the darling boy ono so epiepia ye o cheche ye nti ankwesi egususu ya na obonti na nkasa Father Dixon na Dr. Bakupe Dr. Father Dixon na ono so na eja wame akwenya woti yenkai onso echeche saya na onya botre kakra adwuma no de kakra papa yate enti yeso yeguso na ende ensem na chese yekruche guru ho ayaka yede ba besom wo no edoso nanso chese ade chi kura no nsem asan ba kura so no enso so doso ni na edika enti tawaso yede ye training issues ni beba so na ye big issue enso beba na fi panel so aba betenase na panel no Madi Jibril NDC Deputy Director of Elections obebe fia saa so na Peter Entribu Esiako onso MPP ni onso bebe fia enti ye ton ade kakra bi aba na ye di dwuma no ahyehye so
Neat FM Neo.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yakoya yaba yeda so se wodi we fide na to neat 100.9 FM so na nda memenda ya no pay wo ba betie ana se wo hwe yen e wo Facebook me say ko Facebook wudu ho no mu ana wa click in the search button no na wa type neat 100.9 FM na bo se live streaming no e bo ho no mu a pani ko joda mi ando beti ho a anopay be ba beso mu. Now, the trending stories. First on our list, drug trafficking and money laundering issues are appear. First, now, ni ya chiaba, and Sami Jemfi Esquire, lawyer ni assistant lawyer CEO for Gold Board. En kananka PMMC. But see there Gold Board. And I can say, as I say in someone, Honorable John and Team for Jody Botu Jano. Yembon Tugu, Nemom, as I say, Yacheno, na Yatutu Nano. Sami Jemfi Esquire, Nasama or the Betu Jani. Saa na kwachi ofosu Felix Honorable Abrasa Ebu kwa mankase MP no ono so no okasama aben ose saa aeroplanes mienu bi e ba ye tamak so ebesi ye airport ho no mu nsensama Honorable John Chimford eretu dweyina no ose don't be misled e mo bi ndada okra na saa flight no Omobelande ha because of technical issues. Na technical issues ebi ni say omotaya na omonye problem wo ho issues nkume bia e ma omolande wo ha no mo je so seseye nti na ye say cocaine bia na say drug trafficking bia and money laundering bia ye no na sa planes ni na eba ha eba ye nti don't be misled. Aye kwachi ofosu nasama oditu jano no. Na yewura kwachi ofosu ya na sa ebo amane se yem vice president ye maame Jane na Opoku Ajiman. She's on 3-week leave. Jese asama kan mu ye kakra. Esan se ye maame no ye titi so yare. Nti jese aban pa kire se ye maame no is on sick leave for 3 weeks. Eno na kwachi ofosu edbetu dwa. Ye maame yare no yesi ifrase wo Ghana ha eno mo no call UGMC omo call no em say entumi antentam na esese ye bono edi kodu UK ntisi a ye kese ye maame no wo UK a oje ayarhwe anase oje ayarsa na eno na kwachi ofosu edi abetu dwase maame no ewo 3 weeks se odbehwe no ho akra na yamyad na no ho to na enche bia obebe na otwi mu na MPP for ehye se Adwo Asafo ombepie o makache ewo adwada no na eno na krata foforo baaye se Adwo Asafo anka wo ba behia disciplinary committee of the MPP no member ansa ya suspend e postpone no nti biripem no ebe communicate ni ya che oda foforo a wo de beba ade achi ya ena Adwo Asafo on the also wante no oko high kunyako brass band amo body nechi kingre MPP party national party headquarters sometime osi maba mose memra na mo betutuma no nsem bia makeka ntimi de maba na penifo si na letter ya twa bra se wo nyabotre na ya kan se mbansa no e ban se obepie mo so no on the way nya letter bia se mane mbansa nti on wa band wa ba na eno na MPP for sa e de letter for betum se ye this year drug trafficking any money laundering issues aba eme ye kan yes ye bu egu aban no so a osi MJ no na mbeka Adwo Asafo we are focused on drug trafficking issues and ya wo na ye dwen ho sa enti MPP nsema omo de betu dwa no se omo de na omo focus on honorable John team for your issues na o de betu dwa no eno na omo focus on nti omo ankasa nipa na ankasa omo pese omo etutu na no no de omo etu asan nti omo say in due time omo be communicate na Adwo Asafo wa ba be pie omo anim nti eno so epie wo na otwe mu na honorable John team for your ne nsem o de betu dwe yai yemfa say allegations ono kwa no so pe answers ena ya twa kwa twa ba ti minority no omhwesi dia no ekona no led by Samuel Abujinapo MP former minister I say no on the ontumi ntina say what for pen atro ekruche nsem the command international bodies ni say omo intervene ye diplomatic call no omo intervene na nsem ekoso Ghana ha no especially with the flights na be pay wo ye airport no omo ntiase omo minority omo ntiase nti mpenifo international bodies omo mbwa na ehwehwem na no na ebo pini aloyefo bi na mso we ndi keke kwa enkosi aga akwese US fo nya asa na wo se body bi embehwem mom no ya sem ya ebehwehwem e wo security agencies bebre wo hanom a ese omutumi hwehwe sa asemi mu nti honorable Samuel Abujinapo enkosi aga sawe na otro letter na otro comment international bodies ni diplomatic call de emfa njero de na wukuada anopa wienum mid morning ekọ afternoon num ena yenya ntie MPP General Secretary Justin Kodua Frimpong lawyer no becho on Facebook post and on the wall so say awe mumbro MPP for ina mumbro na honorable joint team for jo ena NIB for ko gunu fie je say a police for name mrente bi o mo beti kitikiti ekwekura tuo ne kwababa fu be say a giant grenade bomb nuclear weapons o me ko gunu fie so mo kwa akwache no and the MPP for di twi MPP for penifo je say ekukudam Honorable Afenyo Markin, Honorable Anodon Pre, Honorable Asensu Buachi, Honorable Kojo Ponkruma, Seka Stephen Amua. Name them. Moses Abo, Salam Mustafa. Oh, Omodoso. Mihu abrewa mihu no. Ene Adenta Kumi. Edin dia mebobo ayan kufia. Nana ke. Nana kodwe je yaboa mihu no. Omukogu fie ho no. Yampene. Ah chese. Ena bifuoi. Anka chiro mokwa chire honorable ntimfodwo. Omudo mu anim hancho efifie ho no. Ekoya MPP for press conference kuma bi ewo ho. Na emu ena honorable Afenyo Markin eba beka say honorable John Ntimfodwo Reverend will never walk alone. He will never walk alone. Yentie Tidia MPP led by Honorable Afenyo Markin.
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus, and he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop. Thank you very much. It has been a conversation. We're engaging over the water.
Enti say a minority no editu dwa Honorable Afenyo Markin ene kasa wote nende no. IGP ekopiem ewo boku conflict acheri ye yemu bi krade ne yen wo yen akoso egusu koso ema enena ansa ebe boku ehuru papa just your security agencies no yempeni phone bebre boku no makoko piem na eho ena IGP akoka nsem bi nsem akokan no amanfo bi say anti omode enye omode minority in parliament. I said no. IGP what's my who can dear entwa ye kwa yentie sidia minority no omode omosem tuja yentie there's a minority no there this uko opposition I just say all the time you should be talking, so they are talking. Let's listen to
visit is rather going to create more problems than good. To say that lay down your tools, and that if you lay down your tools, we will consider you for recruitment. It's something that one cannot understand. Why should people, I mean, yes, it is important. In order to de-escalate the situation in the Boku enclave, it is important that we get all parties involved to lay down their tools. But for me, it will be absurd to recruit people into the security services based on the fact that they've laid down their tools. What it means that if you do not even meet the criteria to be recruited into the security service, you will be recruited into the security service because you have laid down your tool. That obviously is not the way to go. It is important that we deal with the Boko issue once and for all. I mean, if we all know the sensitivities surrounding the Boko issue, so if we are not careful and then one ethnic group lay down tools and then they are recruited into the security services, we all know the chaos this is going to create for the nation. It is simply not the way to go.
Enti say ena minority no edi tudwa na A+ bese wasi minua kanetwi.
Comments of the IGP, this is purported to be his major public statement ever since he was appointed. And maybe he made that statement just on the spur of the moment. But it is clearly an unfortunate statement, and it's most unfortunate to say that if you lay down your arms, you will be considered for recruitment. It's out of place. If any other person says this, yes, we may not attack seriously, but coming from the IGP and the potential, the ramification of that statement is so critical. I think the IGP should consider that statement again, because does it mean that people from other parts of the country would also ingest, fight, and then when they lay down their arms, they will be considered for recruitment into the security services? Most unfortunate. But more to the point, all of you were living witness to how our colleagues in the minority exploited this Boko conflict. We are showing responsibility. We won't come and speak the way they spoke. But one of the key statements they made was that anytime they are in power, there is peace in Boko. And that it is when the NPP is in power that the conflict escalates and it gets out of hand. In this case, they are in power. They must show responsibility. They must show responsibility. They are scratching the surface. Yes, the eminent chiefs are showing leadership, but the bus stops with the government. The bus stops with the government. And we expect them to show more maturity and leadership. After all, they have said that anytime they are in power, there is peace at Boko. Why is it the case that now they are in power, they've been in power for more than 3 months? And the conflict is getting out of hands. Lives are being lost, properties are being destroyed. The NDC government must show responsibility. So disappointing. But we will stay tuned. This matter, we are going to sustain our interest until there's lasting peace at Boko. You won't get the minority to make those irresponsible statements to say that anytime one government is in power, the conflict rather escalates. We won't make those responsible statements. Irresponsible statements. We won't speak like that. But we will take them on. And as a responsible minority, we will do our oversight by making sure that they take up to what they are supposed to do and bring lasting peace to Boko. Our interest is peace and security, protection of property and lives. That is what is key to us. And the NDC will not run away from it. We'll hold them to their promises and we'll make sure they deliver on those promises.
Thank you very much.
It is say in a minority, Honorable Frank Anodompre, some Adrojiri MP no, Osansu ye minority chief whip. Nensa modi tuja. Efon IGP, nasa moko kai say Boko Mbrantie, Mumfa Motuo, Masekai, Mojan grenade, nuclear problema for your kind say mass destruction. Mumfa ngufom na they be recruitimo into the police service. So Asem IGP ekoka ohi and minorities no. IGP we de we twa ntwachia wan kan yi nti doesn't mean say omamo baby so ko a na afi wakoho lay down your arms will recruit you and now baby for the man ko a yetumi recruit you na nti IGP come again. Electricity and water tariffs. Yatum in latest review ni bino no ye review ma kosoro electricity yatum 14.75%. Enti ohwe na o credit awoto no esa ntentem a ese wo ti asese yatum 14.75%. Saa so na wunsuo Ghana water obi biara we use Ghana water enso yatum enso akọ 4.02%. Enti se hu sakrai bi e wo bill mu a e mane ye onwa na electricity akosoro and water enso akosoro. Electricity there utum say be kan nipa bebre pa esen water no because water no bebre ni eyusu borehole e wo mu fie omo tu nso wo mu fie na omo de pomp esi so mi say baby a metie sa na ya ye no nti Ghana water ye ni omu ni asem na mom light there yedem. Now, Honorable Felix Kwacho for soon ekase. Ose galamsey fight. Se ebeka no kre pa na agye hu adia. Ne kon no. In fact, yentumi set timelines. Se efri na kosi August. Ebetumi etu ase. Na mom a lifelong battle. Se ye kuani. Se ye be kuani. Yentie see the audience no etudwa yentie Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu yentie no.
By which time we can say our water bodies are restored, galamsey has ended.
First of all, I'm not sure that a timeline is necessarily the conversation we should be having. I think it should be a lifelong activity. The point is that we cannot guarantee that people will stop wanting to do galamsey. Every time that somebody plans to do galamsey and actually starts doing it, it is the duty of the state to fight it. So to the extent that humans are such that they will always want to go and do something contrary to the law, we must remain eternally vigilant. What matters is that people see demonstrable commitment to fighting it. So that today, if you are engaged in galamsey or I'm engaged in galamsey, okay, we will be stopped by the government and action will be taken against. Right. I think that is what people want, rather than limiting yourself to say, oh, in 2 months I will fight galamsey. I'm not sure that that is a...
It is say and Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu at the Tudja on the galamsey fight. The big issue, the big one on our table today, is Okada business. Abaye at the new rules, new regulations about Okada business no more. Enti anopei yane lawyer Abraham Amaliba ono na oye acting director general National Road Safety Authority anybody nkomo na yane Muhammad Tijani oye chairman Okada Riders Association ɔno so ɛwɔ studio hanom. Na Okada business yi ana Okada ho nsensem kyese abe etwem ekon edu baby kra de IGP dampare be yese mobi anchi Okada fo mobi anchi om no muso omundi mraso esanse echichi om a ene ma omundi mraso a traffic sokra no mpese omko ne ade enti dampare ebe yese me anchi om ampa Okada fo di mraso kama but na akakakra aban asesa aban ye bae say or the new regulations new rules e de aba Okada ejumanum enti yene the acting director general National Road Safety Authority Owura lawyer Abraham Amaliba ebedi hu komo say almost say one so we do 25 years won't mean Okada Saudi year business there no ebi susun say we belong to recognized tricycle transport union just say a kobia ya should that TSC ho so mo de e fa no tricycle bano moto bano aboboya bano pragia sa group who belong to be ansa to me etwi Okada so who belong to a lalai ye mo kwan ma won fo Okada ye edwuma wo memu anaso say ekobia eye license commercial motorcycle company umbetumi ya employ wo so mo employ so ade a nso so betumi etwi Okada na sa new regulations yi elia omo draft so omo de amend 2012 LI 2180 as a 2012 no mo share say Okada business yabra now so new LI legislative instrument aba no mo de kwa amende 2012 de no LI 2180 nti no na say a big issue because Okada business no sa eboa sa emboa ese ye hwe ne puma sibre esan say youth ni bebre juma omoye no bebre na ware a omode hwe omoye no omma omode bo omobra nti ese asoman ye tenase na ye pa ne puma sibre se ye beto so aye se ye beye ne sen nti nhihye fofora His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene ne mpamfo e de abegu akwam se omude ba bebo Okada ho bra no na ama ene Yasre Muhammad Tijani Chairman Okada Riders Association se omre na yeni ndi hu komo na yene lawyer Abraham Amaliba ono so ombe chechere sanse de nabom eba no road safety hu sensem a ono no ye acting director general enti
percentage of a certain amount that you get from the international markets. So as we speak, a ton of cocoa at the international market is $10,000. There are some few even dollars on it, but for the purpose of these discussions, let's say it's $10,000. Now, when you convert $10,000 to Ghana cedis, it is 160,000 Ghana cedis. that is 1.6 billion old cedis. Now it is 16 bags makes a ton. So if you divide the 1.6 billion or 160,000 by the 16 bags, it means that as we speak today, a bag of cocoa at the international market is 10,000 Ghana cedis. So this 10,000 Ghana cedis is what the government is supposed to come and then use part of it to pay to the cocoa farmers. So what they have done in effect is that they have divided the money into three. They have kept two and then given one to the cocoa farmer. And we think that this is not right. This is unacceptable. And Nanado's government has cheated cocoa farmers. If for nothing at all, give them half of the amount. But for you to keep 7,000.
Anytime NDC is in government, Boko is at peace. Unfortunately, as soon as NDC leaves government, the Boko crisis flares up again.
In my view, not the young men and women. So the problem is, in my view, not the young men and women who are desperately looking for jobs who are involved in the activity. The problem is the entry into the fray of this government. The problem is the governmental complicity. The problem is the greed, the immorality, the corruption of those we have entrusted with the affairs of the country. So when Professor York and his folks call for action on the part of the citizenry, I think that is in the right order. The problem, the issue, something is that this government has demonstrated that they are never going to address this problem because they benefit from it primarily. First of all, I'm not sure that a timeline is necessarily the conversation we should be having. I think it should be a lifelong activity. The point is that we cannot guarantee that people will stop wanting to do galamsey. Every time that somebody plans to do galamsey and actually starts doing it, it is the duty of the state to fight it. So to the extent that humans are such that they will always want to go and do something contrary to the law, we must remain eternally vigilant. What matters is that people see demonstrable commitments to fighting it. So that today, if you are engaged in galamsey or I'm engaged in galamsey, we will be stopped by the government and action will be taken against. I think that is what people want, rather than limiting yourself to say, oh, in 2 months I'll.
Mr. Speaker, Unim Red. Unim Red. It is the new opioid substance that is being abused. However, this mental health issue that was boldly stated in the manifesto of the NDC did not find expression in the national budget. We are all at risk. Mr. Speaker, Unim Red. Unim Red. It is the new opioid substance that is being abused. However, this mental health issue that was boldly stated in the manifesto of the NDC did not find expression in the national budget. We are all at risk
of economic variables. You know, it hasn't helped. A country like Ghana, bureaucracies have hit us more because people take advantage. Look, I won't be here because we are doing politics to condemn the initiative.
Okay.
And attack personalities.
Okay.
But I'm saying that the idea of the gold board, you know, practically will not help the country. Why? It is rather going to create an opportunity that will promote galamsey.
This is the electronic transfer levy repeal bill. That's the famous e-levy bill. I'll proceed to sign it. Okay, I've just given assent to the repeal of the famous e-levy bill. Now this is the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025 to remove withholding tax on winnings from lottery, betting, and games of chance. This is the famous betting tax repeal bill. And so I'll assent to it, 2nd April 2025. So betting tax is gone. Now this is the emissions tax repeal bill. So emissions levy repeal act 2025, emissions levy is gone. This is the earmark funds capping and realignment bill. This is the bill that caps the GET fund and national health insurance levy and moves those resources into the consolidated fund. We promise that we'll take the capping off, we'll uncap them. And so this bill uncaps the GET fund and the national health insurance levy.
Neat FM Neo.
So the earmark funds capping and realignment amendment bill has been assented to. So it means GET fund and NHIL.
Neat 100.9 FM Suni. Yakoya yaba. Papa Bulazio. Papa Bulazio. I say good morning, KWADWO. Watching you from Takwa TNA. Pack greetings to my boss, Mighty Shamaba of Tadi. Nti Papa Bulazio. Or soon the ban on Facebook Live. Nti also found the bra. Bebrina nti send a comment. Na yankin kaimau. Nsama ya bro so no so betumi akire wadwin. Where Kevin in Japan. I say please kindly try to find out some of Ghanaian go to China and do teaching jobs. What they are going through, and government said we should let Chinese people go free back home. Okay, Martin, how can I say? There's a China for now. Yeah, Chiom, how I say, Yendi Porto Mono. Also, Patch say Ghana for more, China more chradie, bra more bre, and I said the way I China for the Omufemuno, and I buy say China need it, Odin sem Humwa, na China, Yendi Porto. Okay. Matiwa say Kevin in Japan. That's a way, tit for tat, no per se, your own. Okay. Also send a comment when their doors we say malam na or say to see the person behind our predicament, both physical and dream. I can help you in ayaka yebekwa humano so na Ebesaba Facebook Live no so. Yenya lawyer Abraham Amaleba ewola no so. Ono ye acting director general National Road Safety Authority. Law ipacho ya moachin edeba Neat FM program so. Nyamiadom na mpacho yesrebisa also ohumpo etiseni. Yeda sepa se ye frɛ so a waje yeso. Eye anopatutu sano. Law anope ye frɛ wa eye Okada in semwa aba e ma ban ayese all the new rules and as regulations edeba. Na ebini se 25 years unya ya untumi and drive and as ride Okada. Ebini so say you have to belong to a union. Tricycle Transport Union B. And sana what me Okada. And as I say, you can be employed by a licensed commercial motorcycle company. Now, law, sa embra fufuro yi eba ne sen anase what necessitated this new regulations?
Currently, no, Okada is illegal. The say about legalizing now, Kenya, and the manifesto no kind of then to me and legalizing no, and manum and walk star, obia a penny or you know I. And this a legalization bar, it comes with rules. And the importance of those rules, no, is to ensure safety on our roads. Is to ensure orderliness in our roads, on our roads. Sisi illegal. Because we air complaining, sir. Okada, Chino, send a muchi Okada. And the accidents back. Now, sir, over legalizing that. On to me, man, no one was 10 years, and the accidents back. Now I'm now a one star. This is supposed to start in Marano to ensure safety on our roads.
Not just say Okada as it stands now krano illegal. Enti na say hia embra fufura betumi amende. Na illegal na yebekaya IGP dampare yes meyanchi eno nambra ben ogina so a ode kasa asase meyanchi Okada fo.
Now whether you like it or not, the fact that Okada has come to stay. Okada is now part of our transport system. Say most of transport in this country, you cannot leave Okada out. You also know the critical role it plays in some areas. Cat and doing call.
Yes.
Okada and a share in and out. Or back and so on, walk around for ambulance and car and if you are sitting in your Accra, you will understand how important Okada is. So it has come to say, what is the one of Clampo, Oma, Tomotos, Almodia Manko for Okada. More journalists, Clampo, there are times that Marian late some already news item or more channel, the producer channel, or it also Canada help you. So the importance of Okada here, and most of transport on what the Okada station, Okada they direct. So having said that, a combat says political crime for a to the almost to be control it because the more Omoka said, you and I think in law enforcement there is also some amount of reasoning, common sense, and I really said that was a common sense approach that what you see.
Let's say I don't know a common sense. Yes, I'm grabbing no just no because okay.
Because country is still illegal. But common sense actually said yeah, I control local you don't continue using the company. And then you can't say that's regulated and all of us use it. And here now why you be behaving like ostriches? So that's the issue.
But Sabres will be say politics and the then government or the and also
don't know about that.
Okay.
What I know is that Okada no is accepted by all politicians. And not Okada, so they do all these things. So I don't understand politics in this one because, and also it will create jobs for the youth, and the youth they don't care who is in power. And one said, "Let us have our work to do."
Yɛne lawyer Abraham Amaliba Nadine Kumo, or acting director general, National Road Safety Authority. Enti law, sisi ayaba 2025, mo de new regulations aba. Na eno no, esese ko parliament. Anazo se amendment no, ebefa kwan be so na aye.
I know na committee I'm part of that committee. So they are drafting provisions, They are here stakeholder engagement. And they contract the corrections after the stakeholder engagement. But there were no major corrections, just me and Crawford. But if we are near the court parliament, within 21 days it will pass. Then Okada will be down. You see, our parliament is on recess.
Yes. Okay. Now, what's mo ye stakeholder consultations? Just ekuku da matna se ahwem. Enti Okada for so much to especially with the age limit no. Eno no e ba ne na mo di see 25 years.
There were rules at Ghana. That act na ewo ho da and Okada plan for buy. Sa law no actually say the odi 18 years over to me akọje license I was deviated.
Yes.
Na wakaka. And I say waka motorbike. And no a private. But the opposite on kaka. No what did you tika ewan crop. And then the law the cancel for commercial purposes.
Okay.
25 years. So if you want me to repeat what I'm saying for you to understand. Nti yankase want me koji license and come motorbike unless you are 25. Over to me. But the opposite won't come motorbike for commercial purposes, then it should be 25.
Oh, okay.
That law no ewo Inti yeah committee ejumai to review the LI no. You say yes sir akinasa. Yeah LI no and to me and supersede another Emma HBR act no NGN2. Your LI should be in line, in tandem, in agreement with the act. Until we are constrained by the act. And beside this question, then I reveal what happened in the committee. Committee no plan for yet tonight, they draw 18 years. I met and I saw call we are called the field. And I met tonight, me chef. Act no plan for 25 or. And the idea I am mistake. I am bringing this out for you to understand that young crown pono yet as a committee no you pen 18. But I do the lead officer's attention there. Since I asked me 25 no, no end to me 18.
Okay.
I drew them the attention of the lead officer, and I want to tie 25. In our heart, committee on in our heart,
Nanka mo pay 18.
You're paying 18. But there's something that is blocking it, and that is the rules act.
Okay. All right. age limit no ma yate ase na masa de ahye mu se obi ebe yo Okada se obi belong to a recognized tricycle transport union and also say should be employed by a licensed commercial motorcycle company and also nchirima what is saying
ejuma we are 30 AM the air called Rwanda in the whole world you still Rwanda and in Dubai and on more best Okada practices.
Oh, okay.
It's here called Rwanda. They're called Rwanda. Some of the things that we are talking about today, no, we imported it from Rwanda because that's the best practice. Into Rwanda, no, nipa backward means or Okada. You must belong to a union. Omono a cooperative, but we said union. Now, in Rwanda, no, cooperatives, no, and I said unions, no, one sector in terms of regulating their members. In Rwanda, the Okada ni a former, you just have to go to his union and say, police for, yape, nipa we, mo yini ma no ma yina mo. Apart from that, no, unions, no, and other cooperatives, no, one can extrain or more members. No. That is what is called self-regulation. I'm discipline about. So there's discipline on our roads because unions now so as a cooperative so in terms of road safety.
Enti na say Ghana ha no nia ye ebeba ne say we belong to a union a untumi enye Okada. Na say law ye hwa car and say commercial drivers yi moye trotro ne long journey ni ade ebi mu ewo union mu ebi mu so ni union mu say yes union so the freedom of association nti eba ne say na ye ba be hye ne kete say so belong to a union.
And we have seen the disadvantages there in the car example our mind. So we don't want to repeat those mistakes. Better floating drivers and other unions, you know, are more cars, you know. Because floating drivers, you know, more they actually say, but more any union be more cost program. So we don't want that to happen. Already know Okada has its challenges. Okay, already know. Yeah, to say in Tokubebre, Binum Grampo, or NDC, almost Okada because it's a dangerous system. We will not sit down and allow that as a regulator. So the best is what we are talking about.
Okay.
You must choose your freedom or you must choose riding carelessly and dying. Choose one.
Obviously, obey you any freedom. Now, yeah, wouldn't say me to Jano, a scientist, you say, I'm say helmet. Moamu Beshe at the correct and as a quality helmets, Abba. Na Okada, Obi Opeso, you Okada Biana, as a motor de Bia Ababe Toby. And also in Chimkaka, one saying.
You see, I say more a year Okada Jimano. A binimu any helmet. More helmet also. A binimu a baseball cap. It's a helmet.
Hey.
Yes. A binimu grampo a calabash. It's a helmet. Almost 20 calabash. No more than automatic.
Ah, you don't mean it.
Well.
Now calabash is so be watch at the crab pie.
Exactly. So we want, and all this we are doing is protection of the Okada driver. It is in their interest. It is in their interest. So we want to ensure that helmets now motion are certified. And Chebia many officer back from Ghana Standard Authority. The Diaboko Kenya. They are share I'm thinking at the almost say African countries be or more Benin or more we are meeting our African countries are almost Okada, Uganda, or more. And at that meeting, no, on the standard for helmet. Which is so the cover and the standard board, no, to ensure that helmet, the prescribed helmet, will be used. We want to ensure that BIS protected. And each Okada must have 2 helmets.
Okay.
One for yourself, one for the hidden rider.
Okay.
At times, and so, say Okada, they don't keep the helmets neat. So, law, no, and you say, where do you are allowed to have your own helmet. So, you only say, offer Okada, say, Obia, offer Trotro, the piano. What you mean, Trowakasa, or helmet?
Oh, sir.
If I allow for that. Because sometimes Okada they don't keep their helmets neat.
And it's just we are Obia Otafo Okada there say Ubombo is Obenya wow helmet.
Exactly.
No, and I be movies say we no enquire say as a obine yebe business be a man manaba ye. Say yebe share prescribed helmet at one point, one particular place. One koto who I just say Pussy Crow who no one shall prescribe once in Bia, then also your babacho. Obviously, yeah, business, ne de Quacoma, a binum abaye, your job for the boys, CBN.
So if you are, all kind of beer, don't read it with bad intentions. Obey beer watching. Law no extra we would prescribe certified element. Yankase to be sold by Abraham Malva, to be sold by NRT, to be sold by Yankasa. Where is this coming from? But if you are reading and you are reading with a jaundiced eyes, you want to see a problem, you want to see a ghost, you will see it.
Na amode to say enche bia na yede reflector say trotro be ka obe na trotro nkwa de a say yede sa yellow reflector e de fa ka ne mfimfin ehu nyina si ohu na say helmet so baby prescribe once there somebody must import.
So definitely on peut say yama mo and and brana. If they can go there and bring it, once it's prescribed, they can travel to Nigeria, they can go and buy and come, but it must be certified. It must be what we said it is. So if you want to, Okada, if you want to travel out, go and buy it. But it must be the prescribed one. We won't allow you to be wearing baseball caps as your friends.
Helmet, no.
No. And helmet, so fiber na a woman must be up to standard. Fiber no. And yes, I can no kwana or the ocean. Yamana a woman he said boxing
gloves no.
Gloves no. And also Yamana a woman is used to determine the quality.
Na se we kra no betumi ama aya consider ama riders ni biu.
There be other.
Say onya certified
said it will be there. It's in the system. All you need to go is to go and buy it.
Ne bo no so ebe match with ne omo use ye bi ana say no ne bo no be koso na endu ho e.
Downgraded one. How do you expect that? It is your health. Look at your protection. Won't allow people to be dying. No. Yes, once I legalize it will come with responsibility. So.
Okay.
Some are illegal now. Omo penal. Omo a crash, no. That was one kind of business. But you see, our government and after the state is interested in their business. So once the state is interested in their business, it will come with some higher responsibilities. You see, I'll be on phone. They are on
Yes.
their own.
Enti eba ne saa no omo ba betwa income tax bi. Taxes bi wo ho Okada betwa.
Those are with local government, but GVL for na reduce license na mama. Reduce the friends because it's a government initiative, no. I am manifesto promise and government wants to deal with unemployed youth, no. The idea is that you better reduce the amount.
Na law yembisa we so enti Okada like moto na nkasa no eno so ye bewo prescribed ones bi ho ana so say eno de moto bia otumi to e de Okada there was standard benya standard ones bi
the moto bia moving forward, no. We want to do easy electric motorbikes. If
okay.
Moving forward, no. So you register more every year. Then the next time I'll be back, so motor never expiring this. Motor no, that motor no only motor no now the back will be air bar. Now we ask you to go for easy. We want to go green in this country. And then I want Ministry of Energy and Green water. So the whole idea is to go green, and then the see idea on Betman you see more combustion engine near more uses the piano a strategy man. But moving forward, no, so I'm abba. After this one, so we say no abba. Then they have to come with easy.
Law, who can be say green. Green does it mean say motorbikes ya ombenya one color?
EV, no, electric vehicles.
Okay.
Charge, you know. So the idea is that cars are more used to carbon dioxide, more release carbon dioxide. It's a environment.
Okay.
So when we say we want to go greener, it means the electric motorbikes, you know, and other electric vehicles, almost say environment, you know. The environment must be made green, and that's the meaning.
Oh, okay. Na adenti na ye bibi say anka bebi a ye tom moto no no mono ehwa na nka nya helmet ni bi ato quality one as certified ones no ebi ho no.
So when we prescribe it, those those we import can import them.
Okay. Okay. Let's say enko monopoly bia.
Fixated, thinking that we want to create jobs for people by saying that you go and buy somewhere. I just told you that the NSA will say this is the prescribed helmet. You can't ride without that one. So now, wherever you want to get it, you can get it.
Okay. Na law, yedi enkomo ne be wie no. Asam ba ko a me anka se ha me pa ewo Okada ho. Se Okada fo se eba ne se accident biaba no mudu ya hospitals ya. In fact, the way you treat you no enye na ho no mate ho bi. Na mate ho bia mo beye ne den, mo beye bibia fa ho.
Apart from that, so himself, some drivers don't respect them.
Yes, on our roads.
On our roads, almost they have their challenges, but sometimes a bit almost driving correctly, but other road users, drivers, and respect them. Those things, people must know that once we legalize them, those things will not be tolerated, even at the hospital. Once we legalize them, those things will not be tolerated. So, Ghana Medical Association will meet them, will talk to them on some of these things that are all kinds.
Because my witness EBI was very horrible and bad, even at the end.
I have also seen nurses on Okada.
Yes,
So
plenty.
what's the meaning of what they are doing?
Me cry me then nimejina ho nipa cry fast wuye.
You see now.
So Okada na wenya zen no de bewura ho nti obi emfi no. Me kan cry sika cry na sika cry she ne bottom aje say umbetumi cry gina so de treat no. But the gentleman died.
They just left him to his fate.
Nti say modem
We'll meet the medical association.
All right.
Because my sister Omwa Kasan so Obi frame I can say the Ghana Medical Association too is concerned about the Okada issues, you know, and they want more education on it. So we'll meet them.
Ya sempa ehu hia pa ina woka se ye den yo yempo Okada aba be kan ye ho nti ase find a way to regulate them.
Yeah.
All right. Lawyer Abraham Amaliba, Acting Director General, National Road Safety Authority. Anope yeda se pa ne education of their mind. Yene Honorable Lawyer Abraham Amaliba, or Acting Director General, National Road Safety Authority. And then needing komo afa Okada business. See dia omo pese omo bo ho bra. Now back to the studios. There were Muhammad Tijani, or chairman Okada Riders Union. What's your name? Ora Muhammad Akwaba. Brownim kakra na yes, now it's correct. Manimbre de chikakra. Aha. Perfect. Edim. Ora Tijani. Ya Akwaba biu.
Of a pume.
Boko.
Yesu,
Anope de ya tam ekukuru we fi wo mpaso ahomache sa no. Ene baby a wotie. Oyade, Yamisha
muso.
Na Okada business, wo de enim se wo free ase ache yie. Ensemu abey aban fufuro de abey. Se wundi 25 years utumi ye Okada business. Belong to a union wa. Utumi ndwane ene helmet omode certified ones eba. Yemfa ne mako. One, new regulation yankasa no uhu ni sen aban eni suade hu peso de bo Okada ho bra no uhu ni sen as chairman.
Inform me studio ha medamo ase se mutimi nya akonya atu anamo atu musa afreye na me hira mo nyina
onhira wonso
na etiefo bia wo bibia nya me hira obia na me chiacha obia so etuturu me chia ye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
Watepa Wate
Mr. Chia Transport Minister Yamisha no so na Mr. Malaba Road Safety mpe inform no Chia omo so Yamisha omo na DVL Yamisha omo obi a wota yachi se edwuma yi kwan bi e be fa so na atompom bia Yamembo no ho ban na Yamisha no yeso ye wo so yakumpom bo ye ho ban na yame bie kwan fufuro ansanka ye ho
amen
na yakumpom ma adwumfi omudi ma ne susu yakumpom o ma nkunidie na de omope no embem de epe sei tambia etinkom na yetimi ye edwuma jojo na kakra nya edifie family bia yakumpom ma esanka mi da wasi asema wakai asampa na de awo mu sei aben adwi ye yufo ye wo emaimu enti no sei obe legalize edwuma na mai adentira on sei edwuma bia mra ni ho a obi atimi ye di ope ba sisia no omo di mra bebem mra so bema e yade a ebetima aboa. For example, Tama police from high pa dampari tam former president in the time. Omu high. Dan pari pie ye share no any din komo pa na ka e obisa ekwan ba so na e ma accident ni too much you see police form kan. O say accident say police form very good. You do traffic aba zoom police ni we for normal group normal eki. So you do traffic you do and die. See how until you cancer what you say ma say obepe kwan bia omu high bio. O ye so ma ewonu eba fom wan say look akra eba ye no
yeah
mara ye mba ho ba fa ho die kakra eba ho no wan say baby ati ko fom that is the first one and second one say sia no mara be ba ho no say eye menewu enye me nko a o enye me amirade nko a na passenger mbe fa no your life is very important o mine o here because you won faso ben ewo yetimi wu ba ahwe ba no na okwa university so say yen tinasi na nkasa yen dwi kwa e be faso na ewo no embem kura entina mra no say upa so ujiso
okay
do me ya kasa tama campaign time ya to safra obia candidate bi obegina presidential MC ya chere tama obia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na 2 years and you invite you see obia kanu die wo mfama mu say face to face is better than 1,000 letters a friend to suffer no buy
face to face
is better than 1,000 letters
okay
so to suffer no buy no ya okay say wo ba legalize the percent influence or no kasa nanum okay and eso di tu enim say ye dan asese o say oba legalize mra odi betusu bia e ya de e be den obedisu because ye di mra no so a ye ankasa e wo ho no ye hu betoye obi ani ho a mra ntimi ndi no so ye say ye ndi mra so ye paya man mu na asundwe ba ye say ye di mra no so enti mra mu ni ba no eye but problem ba kun bi na e wo problem ni ye den 25 years no eye mra Ghana nyina kabom ono mutu ho na kure faras nipa dasani na kabom na di ba ye dia ye nipa no ne besa kabom aye dey adi asisi but bibia so ye kakra dia mi hia sisia ye se kombi on be fa na ma ye dey alegarazi eduma na ma no mu di mra abam ye afa hunje wi a dia kan susu enim say kakra akoko bani misio
okay
bia be yi
okay ma yem bi say sa new regulations yo mode be anya bia mo Okada fo ye frame mo mam betena mu bi as a stakeholder ma mo so mode mo anu disem anase munim de e de koka ho sa regulations
ampa wa committee o mu ti ye no yanka ho
Okada riders mo ka ho
unit committee o mu ti ye no e de yanka ho
okay
but tama ye share asem si on betu kwan no Rwanda me ka ho na e ko Rwanda
we lawyer Abraham Maleba ka so mo ko Rwanda
me ka ho na e ko Rwanda
ho no mo so mo the best practices
me ka ho
ban Okada
mpacho me ka ho na e ko Rwanda
okay
but on beti 13 members committee no si aban de omu ya aban adwuma ono mutie but echia embuye
okay
ye pef ye fa hu dinti but anke normal even Rwanda ho omu chikuo nu de omu ye adwuma na kasa omu ka ho because omu nti number ye dey
omu chikuo nu
echuku
okay
because yenti na omu tisi akwo na say ye mpanyim form no bi ye dey
account
because ye na work grounds nim dey high ye na ye nipa ye adwuma no asa na etu separate president So aben bad ya ampa ankese am wanka ho but enu enya ade a high.
Okay.
High. Far so mu wadun pa ma dia no metima ye dia ehia ma ye dia. Any problem. The anti amika san say mpemfo am call Rwanda no. Omo hu bibia. Omo hu bibia no so no. Eni omo na ewo ho saa omo bisa. Em say anything no mo ayede. Omo abisa enuma asem ni bibia maybe kakra e wo security ye ka kire omo nti no mo ayede. Omo friend there. Enye problem bia. But problem I wo mu say the here for call helmet no so no. Helmet no. I say omo ka kire dealers no. The omo tom motos
no.
Very good. Omo no ye tomoto omo helmet back. But according to the law, uto helmet uto moto is omo helmet too.
Okay. Law ben no.
That time e tomoto nyina uko tomoto fufura omo helmet too.
Convention as omo an omo ya na say ye mra.
Very good. Dealers no. Baby auto moto bia omo moto helmet. Even Benin Paraku nati tengu tangita sabe matina ho nyina matina Lagos nyina.
Okay.
Ye wo baby a omo tomoto no mama helmet to baby so omo one because omo fa one year business.
No omo ton ba ko na aka no.
No. Enema eba asisia no bia ma helmet. Information to nipa omo tom omo mafratim omo ye moto no omo sheshe moto no. Enti ema omo ma helmet back. First na 22. So c'est ça, y a un peu de si, on dit electrical motors be bad ya. Y a un peu on di ba, on make sure so on my helmet too.
Na
quality helmet no.
Yeah,
because we be to motor. Em say scanning na e say odi there. Falas aben timi kunu ho. Aboa ya ligazi. No motor be ba. E say dealers no so on bomodi. No mu ye omo bomodin no omo ntimi to two helmet in family no omo fa scan helmet scanner there enfan kan moto no utie mi because say uto moto mani pa faras as o of passenger o man moto helmet there mienu.
Okay,
so we ento moto mana now the scan ka crash account moto no price no now mama two helmets first o ma two helmet o ma raincoat kura account.
Okay.
Because of rainy season.
Yeah.
When you na a simple information na onfa we nyina to akwa mama.
Na electric motors no me hu bia asa omo ye delivery driven na use anu bia na black one bia say horse bi sa no. Eno. Na no na ebetumi ayo Okada na ebetumi afa ni pasa.
Wa hu be bia sisi asa be bia omo say omo di motor ni be ba no. Ade pa problem no you see. Before I'm electric motor be about Ghana ha. Na ye Okada from the engine there. Say any omo international hu no mo fa pictures no there. And say motor we na mo pe na we na mo pe.
Unse mi bisa lawyer Amaliba say ye be nya specified and a certified helmet. Sa so na be nya motor. I say motor we pe ni fa yi Okada. So private dey about me to any motor. No so moto bia obetum dia ye. So
moto bia obetum dia ye. Matias ye. But electrical motor a obisa ye no. Say mo usu ntias ye say. Omo di beba, omo ma ye hu.
Okay.
The reason why I say ye na ye business no. Even who papa no be buawa. Want me mfafa ko buawo sa. Ji say obebisa so me ba. Na we ni we die na wo hia. Na waka. So
okay.
Aben ye papa. So baby on be ye bia. The wo mo tumi frɛ still hold this meeting time bia no. I say be bia no a omo ma ye den. Ya sonti.
Okay. Na Otaka bibi say we belong to a union.
No kure. Because even Rwanda sa ekuo obi ekuo no doso. But omo nyina share under one umbrella.
Okay.
Uchemi
bigusuit you
very good ekuo no dia edoso obia won leaders but omo nyina be under one umbrella.
Okay.
In case problem ba we face want me or not they call the head. So I say normal omu ye no sa.
Na ekuo bebe yakasa muntuatua juice a mobetua.
Over. Baby a onye sika na odi fe obam no yiri a juice say no betima gi untimi ntua. Edi no mse ntua 2 cedi. E betua.
No masa be kase welfare.
Welfare no. Enye welfare fama omu e welfare fama yankasa. Because sa welfare e betua no. Maybe ade bia ye wa obe sa welfare mu no be yi ade ede. Ade aboa wo. Enti na ese baby on be ye bia ese omu ye de. Eni omu.
Etinase.
Very good. So welfare enti no be ye welfare no. But ese hu baby eko ene baby eba. Welfare no baby ani ho mu ni welfare. Ena pese me ma wonso ati asese union no. Uhwe the way oka trotro ni tax from your floating no ye mpenu sa. Ye pese mranin baso. Uye hwan kura. Ghana no enye udie. Untimi mfa wo pe no aye de wo pe. Because mra no mistake no mu ye na floating sa no ba no mtimi ba ye de no ese upa ese odi mra so.
Eye Okada so be Okada nko ade a.
Upa ese odi mra so because ejuma e be ye nipa to mu nkom. Ena omu bibia omu resource ono mdi be boa mo legalize Okada no amaye. Ebi na ombe tukwa yi. Play number furu no.
Yeah, from Kenya.
Omu sika no mbe yi. Adi akọ. Enye onu nti na okọ wo ye omu ye nti na omu kọ no. We nyina ya ade a say wo a wo ye hwan na wo ye Okada Ghana ha ade a say odi mra so. Who belong to union or association. And sana what my Okada. Na we ya sempa.
Na Ghana ha ye wo unions ni bi wo ha na e wo bi e be do sen and I say one union pe they say udi a wo chairman.
Unions no ho. Ye wo they say aminu kasa ye wo 2 unions.
Okay.
Your Okada Riders Association ye wo National Commercial Motor Riders bracket Okada Union. Okada Riders Union. Okada. So union dia obi atimi ye na association. But union ni dia and the head. Because if you are GPRTU a union.
Yes.
That is the issue. And association ni afi no mo about. Yeah, yes, I said 2012.
Okay.
2012. Yes, I said riding motor. 2009. But yes, I said prior 2012. Me a minute tonight. Me say with IGP, Mr. Larson.
Okay.
What call we no? Kudalo buy a minini ye juma. Kudalo call we I pay to buy a minini ye juma. I pay to call ye and I don't pay by a minini say juma.
Okay.
Uche me and ye ne Mr. Okada. Ena Okada no. Before mbe hu say ya nanti me catch you say 2022 23 mu me trotro me call all the 60 region across the country because of the way person me organize your mnede na ye back unti me a meeting me na me ye association bi antimi ye maybe afi no mbe ye dia me ndie upe kura mbe yi bibia a kire wo and as they say ye card biometric card bi unni sa card no even number plate o mun change ma.
Wow.
Because they change number plate to yellow and black.
Okay, new regulation.
Yes, no nyina ka ho. Yeah, person here difference of between commercial and private.
Okay. Zena cars etienne.
Very good. So me card bi on bank, me so baby am tell ko me san me akasa me die. Me timi di kire o.
Okay.
Because of identity. We am fa now dan the chair. No scammer who details BI baby. Yeah, like biometric. We ain't fa card no nechi. We ain't scanning the chair. We say details BI.
Okay. Now age limit no more 25 years. And so association no obi mu omu endu 25 omu
betri kwa
nti ban sa ye be ne den
very good wahu obi say obeboa o na onye fa ho die ye bon pese omu boa ya na omu ndwin fara so tun ndwin ho boa me dia kwan bi on be fa so ade ade aboa na we so abafo ma bebia e kakra ma untimi mfa dadeɛ menu mfa nhye gemu na wa yi menu nya se obuobo da bi step by step
okay
mimi wo gidie se akopɔ ma fa ho de wia bibia be yi mi wo gidie manyabe mi wo faras nyame na ebo nipa omu na ho fa mra no bae mi aye so aye okara nyame na ebo aye nyina so mra no nipa na aye
se mra eba into existence na se wo association kra bebrebelu so mo adwuma
mi see asema mi kan unti ye mi see omo ye legalize adwuma no ya kwan bia be fa so na omo ahwe so a yakopon be boaye
okay na ka omo ahwe so betumi ati age limit okay
and the one mo kan fa kwa 25 years wahu ya menim see Ghana mram untimi sorry faku na wa kase de omu ye no wumpani
okay
enye wu na odi mra no bae Ghana nyina na odi bae ena enye nipa ba ku nipa mi no etina se na echi ye mra no so bibia ye step by step
okay
kumpo ma mu ye gi etum se o mba ma fa ho de dia dia kan so na kumpo mba ye ma dada o ye ejuma no obi anka se obe legalize na kumpo se ejoma ma se oba legalize wa legalize man
okay
sanity bibia e kakra ena mi wogide se bibia be yi
enti wa association no o hwa mododo be sen
ye union
yeah we dey union we chama we da no
se si amini utina no currently nipa mari system be kasa baby onye njindi your population here was is more than 150,000
across the country.
Yes. But ube riders and kasa the whole Ghana, we are more than 400 plus thousand.
Just
Obi kacho say when I say me.
Okada the amount of
that is why they say anything they say am fam ramba if the mraba wa on be hu obia.
Because me who's a village you know the brena ye Okada pa omu wo junction
so baby who call village bia can't mean ko ho moto ya
yeah
me catch you say time I campaign time no me catch you baby e ko furu na e ko ba e ko hu moto for ma onjindi difficult push we nyina e ko ye because of what ye pe kwan bi e be fa so na e fa hu di ba na ye de no bia antimi nyen nanum aduane.
Okay.
That is the reason why we are fighting.
The uncommon besi ha. Mohammed Tijani on chairman Okada Riders Union. Chairman, uja your last words to Ghanaians. Any Okada for? Passenger for any more riding. No.
Thank you very much. Midam wasi. It's if one you now mu share me and then mida obiasi. Na me nshira mu nyina. Ena peso bia nya buteri. Bakwa age na 70 minim dodo anti ase ba bibia nya obi anya abutari bibia ya kakra first ye ngindi se ebenya ye hfa ho die sa yakopo ama omsi ombe ma fa ho die dia yakopo be sa ama kwan bi e be fa so na age na asem susu na bibia be yi enti da obi ase na omo wo studio so midam ase se mutumitum sa afre ya radio susu misra obia especially some of the youth muradi amufye kwan no so yanim bebretimi kita 5 star enye 5 star kakra wom misramu ekwanu o ma ye no fa ma ye moto fom nko a eye ka fom de ena yakopo ma ene yesu be frɛ mum enti misramu amunante a munhwe yie ena de omuta ma moto so no so misramu munya abutari ye hiamu munni ho aye ni ho enti esramu obia pia won ko no jojo na yakumpon manu bra fie jojo na no family ntimi hu no enti obi a otimi wo ha me da obi asese nyame nhira mu nyina ena me da me papa so ase me won papa ba ko bi on family di agro enyo
the friend is saying
Dr. Kalishos
Mahama
no
okay
me papa ba ko no
wow
ena me san wo me papa transport minister on family di agro me papa ba ko so no do so sa na me san wo me papa ba ko bi me papa ndi on family so ndi agro ena ye national security for mpenyi coordinator mu Mr. Razak
okay
I mean shirano wo wadwin paso so ama aman no yakopon bo na won tun hwe amani yie I mean shira mo nyina IGP for so abai yakopon ma no nyansa bi odi be so emu na yentimi nko jojo enti yen wo refi no ye wo kwen so e ba be sra na ya kia no me da na se say yakopon ma no nkunim ene oba dani IGP amaye nyame ma no eti a otimi bi so aye da obi ase nyame shira mo nyina
ami
My G cool down, don't stop. Time they cool down, don't stop. Plenty enemies don't talk. Silence, money, don't shout. Very soon you go pop champagne, I bad am no. My chillama, I want him no. Very soon you go pop champagne, I bad am no. My chillama, I want him no. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want him no. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want you. Get up, stand up, do your thing. Don't worry, you your sin. Will it, Saba, who party? I found 3 months while I got it. And tell my friend, send you a best if I am sassy. Near to Shabby, I am sassy. I tell you, quite a GDM son. Take on say the very son. I pass me, them. The fire's still burning. So bad, just your baby. Very soon you go pop champagne, I bad am no. My chillama, I want him yo. Very soon you go pop champagne, I bad am no. My chillama, I want him yo. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want him yo. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want you. Mrebasi so, mrebasi sa. Meni fi frenya beto ka. Nipa kasache, nyame bekasa. Nipa kasache, nyame bekasa. I don't know. Take your time, no bedu. Ya jiri, enga gidi. New ya da so easy. Very soon you go pop champagne, I bad am oh. Matiliama, I want you. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want you. Heaven, on the one right here. Heaven, on the one right now. Heaven, on the one right here. I want you.
And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no hwem so betumi a asew now beka ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau this way chocolate drink na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a this way chocolate drink na kan sia asew udan kwanu ntumu ho me be mo anu nsu hye kura de aka ho uhade wapi ho ukasa batete edafom ho this way chocolate drink
kracha be pe baba ware
asew
ye fia say this way chocolate drink ya sori anopa no ne yenom ye be she fridge no no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye
Neat FM Neo.
Neat 100.9 FM Sunye. Asem Yideka program a memeda no pabia edo sumu na wasugoi. Ya frame opening KWADWO ODAME ADDO. Na abadwafo no so abedru nyame ya dom. Yewo Mad Jibril from the NDC or a deputy director of elections. Edema na manyokuo no. Saa so na yewo Peter Entwibu Esiakon engineer ono so ewo ha ofri MPP. Enti yenche ho no e de hihye so ansa. Impenifo pamchom mu akwaba.
Odame.
Na asa the whole year yenhia ibisa no.
Aye no kre.
Den na the whole year no. Me na me ni wa share.
Afi me ni wa share.
Aye. Me ni wa Saturday program. Me ni wa ye nyumre program.
And because last year.
Eh. Afi me ni wa ye program.
Enye phone so.
David. Maba.
Oh me kan say.
Na me ba akra no. Me nanka was say me a food show.
Yeah.
But now me ko be binti
yes. Makai. Oh, okay. Let's say I feel share kakra. Anyway, papa ufi abemu ba. And the yensem no eye enum galamsey in team for joy and drug trafficking issues. Cocoa producer price increment no in some beto dwa. And Okada regulations, new regulations here be and a double track system. Honorable Haruna Idris Wika say bet me if you are just 2027. Enti Mad Jibril galamsey fight abayin ba yen fa say barely 3 months ni so far.
I'm for kwenya wenchia with for anapay. Na minchia minu Peter. I say the first time I've been in Asia. I think this is the first time I'm Asia.
Oh, okay.
It was set biaso.
Wow.
It was set, but I think the first time.
Okay, one time I oba hano menu ye 1-on-1.
No mba.
Yeah, no mba
panel. Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
I remember. On the graphics.
So look at so buy a crap on that one who say
yo
man say me no be ye one. Yes, so
okay, that's fine.
Asia. Me call be me come asem crap so no make say nsu na hyase. Nsu no ahyase. And I think that we have to be looking around, especially Ndra, me call
nsu na eto. Okay.
Ahyase nti most of the time make say ye get this na my challenges no. For to Ndra say uko Obusoka area no just be a bridge na mo wie bridge no towards the Mochi road no.
Okay, let's say Pamprom.
Yes. That would be Pamprom crap no. Between the Odome the first Obusoka end no.
Okay.
To the traffic light no. Now so at traffic and it's just a small stretch. At that stretch you go so a kwana mo ye na komo go so no enter. And I know those things will be coming more. Apart from our side, so I believe say other institutions so on year floods in this institution should not be an issue for us again this time around. What I mean, galamsey, it has been a fight that we got to a point we've gone beyond say fighting. Say the NTO it became even the political campaign.
Serious one.
Yes, it became a political campaign. Now it depends on who has the approach now, but may resolve issue, and who cannot. And was the party in power then, campaigning say, oh, me opportunity I can do because my but then evidence was shown to them say they be extra more kind of crap on money because offer your reserves, your forest reserves are. I feel crap on a democrat coach. Offer your microphone and come with D in my crap on. This is a time now. Omudi good crap say they be one from 7-3 now. Good crap on a big new crap a year war.
Okay.
And they said in a man. So those issues happened. In fact, when you go to 2024 elections, crap, when we have been fighting, that's a time now. Yeah, political party, you get say minus association supporting one political party. So it was a serious issue. But we are sure Ghanaians say when we have the opportunity, those issues, especially when they come to the forest mining in the forest reserve and to be a thing of the past. Again, we also fight it and get a lasting solution of the issues now. Based on Nyama, Abino that are not a warrior, the warrior no will build on that one and then get to this point. 4 months in power, 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
But 3 months in power. You can see clearly say the commitment to resolve this issue is there. The political will is there. Now today, out of our 9, our reserve amount for 12 this is what 2 million. At least today, government are reclaim those roles. The same government, government back home. So government now 2 million will be timid and there Timmy I just out 2 million. That forest now say no or minor. We are now getting even reclaiming those ones. Then approach to the even the on the issues now to reduce and even cancel all these things. You can see a clear commitment towards the issues, and so we will say that the work towards it. The people who have had a criminal mind, they say a they will do. But the government is on course. We are working towards this ending this menace of this galamsey in the country. You can even put as a say more BB. But the people normally who goes to do, they know say I didn't want to they hide behind the darkness of issues. So working towards it, it's clear for us that we are working to. In fact, we were even hoping say Abino car say we thought drones now or the year Jubano crap, so we work crap on amount of drones.
Galamsey for Nanto drones.
Amanto, Abino Anto, Memfa Galamsey. Abino Anto, minister no one from a friend say Amewu Ebes Omanto, because that friend say drone issue Lancaster, and yen this crap and say raise issues. Obekaya. Yep, appointee your friend say
Unyawanto.
Maybe minister for lands, John. John. Oh no, such raises.
No, someone.
Say they be. I do when me buy or no. I'm not me. But that time or no, because that acquire say a party yesika, a buying yesika from mining. Now acquire say in fact, I remember when Frimpong Boatekapo when they were reading your colleague Erastus.
Yeah.
Omoko say omope. We back to go and obviously almost say omoko bisa omoko toy. But now at that time we believe say amount for the BSA, but it's now proving say sada nyamana buying bika say wakoto a friend say drone over $3 million in crap no. Sana yanto. The komoko melko na mko twice even a picture say but yes omoto drone e juma because there was no evidence say drone be e juma. Without even the drone no. We're able now to even to take care of this forest reserve.
Into forest reserves, no, do the send them to me.
In fact, so far on record, so 7, it has been reclaimed back out of the 9.
Now, yes, 7 years na onobo amabua I can say, encrofor moya mine womuno, omuntichi. Ubisam kase biya say omoya.
Nyani tree, nyani tree kasa.
Omukra etuo.
Ena me say, but with the 2 no na I can say, and no, say omo report na ho.
Yes.
That is why this is the thing that you find there. These are the challenges, but we have retrieved them.
Upon all the challenges.
Yeah, the challenges say in fact, let me even say this on record. In Drua, a political party, NDC, we invited all our party executives, regional chairman, regional chairman, regional organizers, regional secretary, ministers of regions, and one obia on those issues of the mining.
Okay.
Say more being far I didn't know because the party, the government is fighting this thing. There was a meeting in Accra yesterday. Based on that, and ask every party executive say, "My am far and no say but we want to do things that are not right."
Now the entire moon declared state of emergency on Galamsey.
It is all part of the all the options are will go into it.
Because NCBA ye kai say moba you only need 5 days.
That one.
We have fee Sam George.
Sam George, where means of communication. My say, my use money friends.
Omo yisu den.
Boa hini e friend.
Boa.
Me yisu ni sa man still mo there. Omo na go position. Mo was start some job. Asa me can say working towards it. In na me can even the record. And I mean more privileged information I made him out. Say there's no political party, no government has ever summoned this political party to such a meeting. Say I will not countenance anybody.
And the president Mama Crack can say,
yes. So it tells you where we are going now. Say after all the engagement of those ones, we are getting to a point. Say nobody will be. It was a clear warning. They will be. They will deal with ruthless on the field. More being question be as say me will be in terms of where the government, the party have said it. They will not shade anybody. That's why we invited the regional chairman, the regional secretaries, the regional organizers yesterday at the meeting, and the regional ministers. Once I make a chairman, I mean, be regional secretary, be a minister.
Yes.
But we invited all the regional ministers to play a role in yesterday. Told them directly, say yes, mining. No, there's a way to do mining, and that will be the right way, and that will be done. Say Ubeya, but nobody should use political power. And she will be as said they be where they now auntie who the measure trip at so baby. That was the day we have done.
Say more position na much as MPP for penny for na yent no muntu mean to us here.
That is why we I'm saying that is why we are saying
say mobile and pampa say MPP for na ya. Mutu almost say
that is why we stop. That is why we are able to get the friends say be a major palm way no. That's why we are able to even get the forest reserve no. That's why we got in a forest reserve no.
This is much me apam MPP for na film.
Yeah, penga obi a Ghana ni bia o ya dia onye ni yi.
Enti
I'm saying that any Ghanaian, but so far you can say for sure say untimi nkasa bebre or radio on mining issue. It's clear, you can tell.
Say won't see an answer won.
What to be. What? It's okay galamsey wa brochi. Like na galamsey wa brochi so ka kire o video say tama wa brochi no bia wo ye ni galamsey o prapra. Nti wa fi ho.
Hwan
untimi. A video of official video where they are about. You see, so it's about political war.
But who say Ghana for bebre as a kind of omo disappointed kakra. Efano said the way are more kind said muba but me a galamsey ano. Now you were even calling for the then president say on declare state of emergency. And see thinking say muba galamsey there to be a thing of the past. Now still you go so fight it and then there policy crab back say you to me set it timelines. Nemo galamsey fight na ye lifelong battle.
Yes, because you see, there are other things that came to bear when the even report came to bear from the government transition and what is happening on the field. Just not apart, even say you even clearing, even when you are stopping. Okay, say this forest issue no. Now buying, but that or can say some more beyond mining woman.
Yes.
But even at the time now, cancel no. Even the with that law say more being mining woman. It was even the worst time. So we have tried those one.
Okay.
We have tried that emergency. So more bien but at the same time, no, this no. At the same time, people even went to do it more. I'm sure. And yeah, you have tried all these measures. You have tried the measure of VHC excavators. You have tried this statement, state of emergency on issue. Say. You are banning mining in all the even mining companies.
Yes.
But in all the things that you are here now, it now became even worse than before.
Okay.
And you and I have agreed. Now you can't continue to do the same thing to get different results.
But that was what you were pushing.
I'm saying that we push all this and all this thing was implemented. At the end of the day, was not done. But in fact, it didn't achieve anything. So it's beyond what. Okay, Ubekaya. Even the Minister of Interior can say, even the commanders around those areas must be transferred.
Yes.
Currently.
Yes. Muntaka Muhammad.
Yes. Say, when you talk about men friends saying, men she friends excavators. In fact, when even Muntaka mentioned about even deporting
the Chinese foreign.
Most people, we all went against that one. Said they be Ghana police cells and court is also equal to anybody. In fact, that is the only way you can even put pressure on the people not to even get to those ones. So Government will not allow just accepting anything that you can want them say, oh yeah, can it because it is a lasting solution we are going to give to these issues. I can tell you, say, we will not go beyond this year without getting result of this. Though we are not putting timelines, but the architecture of the galamseyers, Adami, I have always engaged, and remember, I can't say, almost start a Juma Omoye. It is, you can't even guess it. In fact, when they are telling the story, I thought you want to come a story, no crap on Ibia. Now it be a story now, in terms of these spiritual things, man for a year, people who involved in it. But I can tell you, we have made it clear. So we will not shade any party person who is going into the area. Say, I remember one of my colleague, youth organizer, my friend, about 2 weeks ago. Charlie, Mr. Charlie, say mine, say Charlie, say now minister and I remember when my boss, Omanibuama, when he mentioned also a statement, say militaries, no say Belco there. Even though we're all stopping this thing, they will not allow say free phone call say me Crawford and now blue water gas in way. I'm sure that so far nobody has criticized their work so far that they are doing until the day started. You see, then I'm okay. Say Casa say I training. Oh, they beautiful. It's all part of this. The whole structure. Juma amoye. Damo lanchi ya man for say identity lanchi ya can once. You say that can be it will be part of a strategy. Juma ombeye. By experts in the case, ombeye because opese usi galamsey no kwaya and ye blue water guard and obetumi IBB. Ghana experts. Ghana experts. Most of the time, I can't be say with the times we use program we that will require one table we are different. The air condition we are different. Air conditions in the times in me and find you. Beat air condition or kasa me fire some issues. This is because you know who reality of the issues now. You see, in some crimes, you need people to get close to the people. You also need people to say, okay, I have an option. Say, man, we are men BBD. One of the challenge we keep saying is some of the youth that they use them BB or many internet, they don't have the option. Say, so if you can pull somebody out and say, okay, I can get something for you, the person will not engage in those issues, you know. So that is their issues until say it didn't prove to say until say I can say withdraw these reserves of those things until say okay we have not able to get what we want to get. I will accept anything that they will say, but working towards it, especially at the point yesterday when we invited our regional executive across the country. And a strong move. In fact, it's a good move. In fact, yes. Strong, good in the count. One of the good move I hear. Because you see, Odame, that's why Maka, but to some no, you see, me had a programmer. Then I see politician be ya channel. Then I see, oh, why a politician tina ya channel. When you are in politics, you should understand the consequences in politics. Yes. The politics is about the consequence. Once you involve in it, in fact, one year bonnet crap or no, opponent will take it away. Risk. So take the risks and then go. We have told our people, say, you have been there for 8 years. 1 year mining, you have survived. And then say all these years, NDC executive BN mining. No, take it so. Take it that authority will be near the court. But who chairman Baku no stop soldier for chairman? Who video ni be? Chairman, say chairman constituency be region be. Me who ye? Okay. If we are born in chairman, if you have seen it, I will condemn it. I'm telling you. What I'm saying is, assume with that admin, say, now I need to minty, they don't go to the field. And more be to me. What now 8 years? 1 year, we've cried over it. So when you're to me and things are okay, because you're 2 minutes on here last time now, we are telling you, so don't do it. You can survive without that one. When you're 2 media bat, that's my hand, you can survive without that one. Because you see, if even somebody, if that mean I may mine in the last 4 years, and I say, the power that you may be willing to do, and to say the okay, so our power, I want to abuse the power. No, the power that is given to us enye in the creative power no.
Okay.
Your mind Ghana for NMI is our power no. So today that we are telling you, say the people you went to them, say we are campaign no. This is what they have said, say we should act on.
Okay.
So now that we are brought you into this thing, whatever we are going to do on the floor, because we have started all these areas, this is the last straw of the issues. Yeah, person will be say telephone call we are free. They be we are.
Now, Minister Bako, Deputy Minister Mutala Muhammad. Okay, bibi say mochichi excavators be. Ananka can say about a number of them. Now so about 40 there microphone baba fako.
You see that's all. You see, say baba fako on what basis?
Say ayira omu hu sa 40 excavators.
You see, that's what we said. All those things will come.
So they know or suggest say e be chesi ho na galamsey yes no betumi ababa fa o ma de akode yenhye no.
No, you see, nishe no obi ko betu ashi bibia ka say washe. You understand? You see, that is what we are telling all of them. Say, it shouldn't be just Makasem as a minister. We should go beyond Yakase. What you say? Because you see, people you will be trying to do good things. Some people will try to take advantage on it. That's why we invited those people to guys say, "Mona more region ho. Mona better guys and say, when a minute campaign, yeah, yes issues. You know, there's a way to mine in the country. When do start stage, follow the process and do what and say yes and say yeah farms, that nobody will have a problem with you. But say obey idea because I know once you are giving me this negative side, you also heard say the government is in planning say even excavators na head bomb mine mo crap no now to be tracked.
Yes.
Excavators because etihana say many excavator na am for the road. But excavators ever do no. How do you control them? How do you control? So this area, all these issues are things that you are looking for, so that ultimately, you solve it into the long run. Because say your benyafra say who the excavator ba, you were tracking so. One idea ba, then I would koye. That means it means we are reducing what is coming in the system.
Okay.
But the numbers of excavators are every day, in fact, we say you're parking excavator towards in someone road. But over for the next day, then you ask yourself, say, in fact, nobody buying graders, you see. Obi into backhoe, Obia excavator. Obia into excavator. So all those issues, I am assuring, say, the government, the president's assurance, say, the galamsey issue, will resolve it once and for all.
Just answer way na ekoso the way na excavators ebo memu basa ye hu bebi eko. Ena na mo chese aban no declare state of emergency.
Ena aban no koye kakra bi ena bo amwa ye. Amwa oman no.
Amuhu se amwa.
Na bi otie o. Enti we study and realize say ukasa kura about bin chiro mra. But party for any other people goes there to do it. A man for police commanders say man konya timi koye ahemfo etimi koye so nya krata no kwa ama Ghana say traffic light only say ultra traffic say
into because abanya dada ya oni ne be ya jo
no we have never deceived anybody on this issue.
UPSA lecturer be say when it comes to galamsey fight government near corn government
Nanado government
no Mahamas government
UP when government This is sponsor for more lectures in the Bino.
That be sponsor for only UPSA.
Until you see, I'm saying that those that today we are stopping and reclaiming the forest reserve. No, say we didn't con them. Okay, nobody, because and today that I'm telling you, say you afraid I catch the omo omutimidi to mushamu some more yes issue. I'm sure saying if you have knew this news yesterday, if you have been different questions you'll be asking today. Okay. So. Yes, it is good. People will tell us that we'll up. We are saying that situations has even demanded to do more extra thing. Because say I'm say my friend and my friend party executives to meet them. Those blue river guard,
Yes.
But insurgency of time or natural say you should do even beyond that because so that we can solve this thing once and for all.
Okay.
But where we err in the issue, we'll come and tell Ghanaians that we. But as for galamsey, it is not something that will entertain as a party members, because we have say once politician who has the power goes in, say all kinds, that is one of the biggest area, because you cannot go without any support of anybody.
Oh yeah, you have to.
It's only support
yes.
Support that is where ultimately sa ekobe manson kwanta me odame ko baby a me ko hu your friends there school dan is you ne tu hu ne na to school ne dan kwa. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, ebi mu fie light post uko buedua.
Yes. In fact, it's a dangerous
main road no. Yes. Main road bridge. It's
serious.
I don't think Nkrofo said they are disappointed.
No, I'm saying
because we are say you have to the then government and declare state of emergency mood scene so teacher union secret
all this will get to those ones, and then you find us say he resolve the issues once and for all. I'm saying that we will not go beyond even this half of this year to see the new. Yeah, I remember when Kovijo Boye the road which have passed there several times. Then I got there and I moved to Amra. I'm to Amra almost like this story building.
Okay.
Even the people of this say there be Amra now will to know.
Galamsey
now or to go there years and because we feeling issues. That those areas, but now it's risky. In fact, unless one too quiet, unko but Bible.
Hey, we have to show.
That be to be road no kwa that cano. Especially the be a road tie road in any. Na ya bi nsuo nti wo wa na nsuo is going to be bu na cross road. It is a life, not only the water that say no, it's the people's life among for ewu and those things, you know.
Okay,
we'll go beyond. In fact, even the spiritual guys now more say more spiritual, we'll get to those areas to not to incorporate just one. Yes, timing is the issues. All but right. As for galamsey, we'll fight it and get the result, the answers of it.
Okay. Engineer.
Yeah, Joe.
Galamsey fights are buying so far. Who is saying?
Odame, me share with Brena, me share what you for nano pay. My brother. So where there?
Peter,
yeah, the fact is, myself and many rational Ghanaians are not disappointed with what is happening. The reason is
they are not disappointed
with what is happening.
Okay.
Myself and many rational Ghanaians are not disappointed with what is happening because they are not expecting anything better and different from NDC. I mean, I'll be the last person. You know, when you are not expecting anything, you don't get disappointed. And for that matter, media me who's in here, it is going to get worse and worse and worse. Nothing can be done about it. NDC cannot do anything different and better than what NPP was doing on galamsey issue, and not all on galamsey. A lot of issues in governance.
And here been on mode blue water gas habe.
Now, how many measures and the previous governments had to implement here? Blue waters and almost man is saying they been almost boys now campaign. They needed to pay them, and to pay them they need to fix them somewhere.
No blue water guard.
Oh yeah, of course, yes. No, they need to fix them somewhere and use them as camouflage to be paying them monthly. I mean, they will not even go there. Most of them, they are all working. Most of them are doing their own business. They are selling their own things. They will not even go and stand there for they just want to pay them, and to pay them, let us fix them somewhere.
Some more whistleblowers.
Master, the thing is, I am not expecting any, and it's going to get worse. You see, so I got say issue I can. Oh, Ghana hano. Yeah, the be I can say. O mine young Ghana for no you need more jumpa. And politics na ye play no. And no na ebe say near man ekoswa say near more. Sure. Galamsey issue did not start today, and it did not get worse under Nana Akufo-Addo. In fact, Galamsey issue was worse under the previous John Mahama's government and NDC.
Samu.
I'm telling you. In fact, so what the entire Omulusu 2016 year, Galamsey issue was one of the major issues. Now you're discussing about Emma. In fact, NDC no muntimenya hohe. Aban NPP. Satam na your opposition. You can want some mama. In fact, you can say buy your baby. You buy na. You did measures igua kwemu. Sa arrest and ban ne hwan hwan nyina no. It started from NPP.
Yes.
That time na yenti bi kura da organa ha.
Da bio ne ya tibi.
Na ya shishi.
Ne ya shi excavator. Wuntumi.
The first minister was Adwoatoso. East region.
And I say even wuntumi kura me kai then Saturday President Mahama vice.
Yes.
Emma excavators. That's 2013.
That's the level now.
Yeah.
That is the point I'm making. And policy a aban tea committee for a task force ekochi adiana no man kasa twajatum. We never saw it anywhere. So that's it.
Yeah.
NPP was putting a lot of measures in place. Now, yeah, putting in effort. Our own opponents, NDC, were going around telling the people now, yeah, prevent omo, say omo ko saying so. My brother and their people, they were going around telling them, say, oh, Sankrov boy, NDC for Akufo-Addo and Nkrofo, omo pemasem. And until oma sheda, say, omo chimumeshi no maseno, na motuma. And they didn't even do it on radio. They went there to meet them. We saw them on videos, including the former CEOs of natural resources, including the communication directors of NDC, or national communication director. They went to the bush. They were on videos. They were promising them, say, oh, pemasem, no chimwa, no mo demoko go prison. Omo chima, no ma semu nyuma no. Semu to aba my hair. Adwuma no, hey, unu sa papa yi ona na satama na ye wo power no. Ona na ye in charge of natural resources and land. Ono ne be sa na ba, obemma ma ye madwuma. They said this and they campaign with it in the bush. And yet when they come on radio in the cities, they behave as if say adena ye koso no omompe. You can say much Ghana for adena omoye no omo de data and they say have no alternatives. Omo yes had the way MI to about 2020. All the mining areas are omo to galamsey no. And NPP almost lost everything. We lost almost everything. You can say adena and this for you no. At the assembly omo ye ni you. You can't ofidie so binu mienu nyina betra hakan. We never saw any NDC member condemning this. Even it got to a point, the flag bearer of NDC on a political platform, one throw, and you can say, eh, bia, ne handlers, ni bi NM omukotroye. He was on the political platform, a tall one, big one, camera down so. I said, look, Nkrofo na mo ya chechi ma mo ye galamsey no. Se mo to abama me a. Me ba mo ya chi mo ni nyina no. Me ma amnesty. Me jai mo nyina mamako because I don't see why mo ye madwuma na mo pe ba bia mo de be ko mo nsa no.
So se campaigns na se achiom. Enye nkola no.
Campaigns na before I work as ansa na woni mo mo. Oba mu buso miensa ni. What is wachi campaign ba ko kra. Wakochi kidnap. And also wakochi omo nappers. Masa, the guy was lying to Ghanaians. And this he has no. You see, Masa, Amamu, and Joko. Governance is not child's play. And then what I grow. Have you seen anything different? The future of this is going to bring something good to Ghana. Obi.
Nse bi na waka say enrape omo from original executives na
original executives.
Yes, say they shouldn't engage in galamsey.
You see,
ba mo muta mo ntimi aye bibisa.
Oko from no mjaye, o mjaye. Oko from no mjaye me ba.
So to say a step
one him fan. Masa, nipa no ko ye man agency cause yes omo fa ho. Hwe. You see, They're making money. All come from galamsey. They don't even know what galamsey is about. Most of them, they don't know. The will be there. One constituency executives, they protect them. Sanko from head and microphone. No, but not 10,000. On one be. Walk of friends on galamsey. The people who are doing it, they know them. They pay them. Mas adena ekoso are you serious?
Does it mean MPP or MPP for na NDC by so NDC for
Ghana for na it could be NPP members, it could be NDC members, Ghana for. They don't care whether they look galamsey issue looking for money, it's not about political colors.
Oh, okay.
Masa, nipa no kope yedman up in the political color. Ade, who you say omo to galamsey ewo areas na omo to tia no. Ebi ma twaba ama NPP pen. And yet when it came to a time say omo feel say they have been harassed. They voted against NPP and they did worse double in 2024 because when we were campaigning against Sir Galamsey and DC were going to them. We saw a video of the women's organizer of West West telling them say, me na me catch on say me na me women's organizer wa ha. Me yebi. Na de na mo ye no. Mutu abama ye ye be mama ko ba bia scan woda. On was me see wo Obwase. Because of those promises. Omo ba power and na omo sa omo enema say ye ko ba bia Obwase gold mines wo no ne akutu. Masa, how many people died? More than 25 people died, were killed. What is the president? Meanwhile, when 3 people died out of elections, he has called for a national investigation. Meanwhile, 25 people have died out of Galamsey. They were shot by military men. The commander-in-chief, what is so afraid of? Those people were not human beings. And yet, when people were killing, were almost here to trust them, political election, we be named Nipa, we named the way we NPP, and the Nipa means the president charged the IGP to investigate the matter more than 8 years now. As some see, and Masa, now 25 people have died. I know they won't hear president. Yet 3 people who died 8 years ago. As soon as he assumed power.
Me kaisa Obwase de no president ka so omuhwehwe me kai pa.
What him be? And what him be?
So muguso.
The military nkofo na ye hu mo video so mkutu that tu no. What is he after ba class a suspending and
investigation they say
investigation say.
Omoye na underground.
You see the American say. As what American yan say. This Galamsey issue is going to get worse. You mark it on the wall.
Okay.
The next 1.5 years, the minister in charge of natural resources and land.
Amabua.
People are going to call for his head. They're going to call for him to resign because he can't do anything about it. He can't do anything about it. You see, when you promise people and lie to people, hardly say which man because whatever we're doing now, towards elections. Now, what I am? Me mountain on a coso. Now, people forms they may also go around and tell them who don't let them start anything. Seriously. I don't think Ghana young coso no. My minister Bimra, regional minister Bimra. No one can say, yeah, but decongesting. I was in streets so. Political parties will go behind them. We cannot develop in this country. When we were condemned, it's at the end this 4 years, and yet I bet say, Ghana for yetna hodin. Shadia. People who were making the loudest noise. Our Ghana. Fighting against Galamsey. As soon as they pretended as if they were neutral, as soon as this party won power, they have all been given positions. So who
jump Asem na okay?
No, Mensa. I know most of them. And Ghana know. When I listen to radio, na me share all my kasa was me politically neutral, me political analyst.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that in Ghana. You just listen to them. Me, when I got disappointed the most was when I first watched this lady called Nana Oyelita.
Yeah.
I watched him in 2000 and before 2016 election on Joy FM. The kind of words Oyusu against Tatamba Omia. And they introduced her as a neutral person, a lawyer. I never knew said a lawyer.
Human rights lawyer.
John Mama's lawyer.
Tonlita.
Winning power. That was 2012 as I'm making. 2012 election.
Yeah.
Winning power 2012 and a man appointment. So I said, no, mommy when I radio so a neutral person. And then the same thing young.
All inclusive.
Inclusive what he found. When you are a neutral person, stay neutral.
You don't have to work for the government.
Working for government how? Neutrality no woman. You did that, you made noise so that you'll be recognized, and when the party wins, you get your appointment. And that's what they do. They pretend. Master, this man was able to coerce university lecturers, even call for them to embark on demonstration. Put their tools down. Stop and jump on.
Professor runs for Jampo.
Professor, I mean, it's a title. Just understand.
Jampo.
Yeah, Jampo. So that's it. Otimi influence Ghana workers say even university lecturers no galamsey never know, and yet he was able to influence them. And then Ghana Nibia I saw for home. So that's it. But we are talking about how you go about it. So say
it's now a year for Nakuma.
Careless. Massa, I am telling you, they cannot do anything about galamsey, and it's going to get worse.
Felix Kwacho for Sunasimo can say, Yentumi set timelines. The moment a lifelong battle.
Look, and when they were in opposition, they said, give your mama 1 week. After swearing in, he will stop galamsey. How many months now? 1 week?
3 months.
3 months. So what happened to the 1 week? I am telling you, look, so you say, agro ebeye da ifranapa. If we have seen and never be a go kwemu, anyway, the way stop away the next 2 months. Nankai would when it something is going to happen. Say then have you seen anything at all apart from the blue colors as well, blue water one?
Blue water guards.
Makofa trousers wear some normal t-shirt. No, match. I remember no my. Yeah, the soldier for crack or blue water one. Look, galamsey is a money-making venture. Even soldiers are being influenced. They got their time. Information about one thing to say. Even military people, the police people, they pay bribes so that they will be included to go on the field. I'm telling you, this is the information out there. And yeah, Sama, yeah, kanakeke, yeah, reality.
There's a security personnel crowd, episode Mamuko.
You see, Omokwa, so, and they relay information to Omo. They get to know them. And then mobile operation, they call themselves. Massa, and they move through.
Okay.
I remember there was a time, 2000, about a year ago. Madam will be friendly, actually, the machines, I'm saying, Massa, I'm in position. A picture. Never my top on thing, galamsey and goyibi. I can't do it because of that. Madam Funin Mayaka. I said I cannot help you.
I said just a phone call.
Look,
you know, can't say from Boatin say Gabi move friend near the Adi.
Phone call. Obekana Bontina, how do you think Gabi feels? Gabi even wanted to see him for even mentioning it because where is the evidence? But Wabuni didn't. So friend, one friend. But the thing is, people are making calls. It happens. And they're using people's names. And then I'm not can say, San Kofo Mwabai Muni. Make us me call Madame Fio Kumasi. Or say, yeah, Hannah, the assassin of the hand, AME boss. Nyankasami brother. The friends and cry. Sampai. Okay. And that sometimes me. Oh, so they use people's names into a box. And so a can say, Mammy, I know a chief of staff, you cry. Concession.
Yes.
People said it, but they use their names. And into a body didn't say, who you when you Uber because chief of staff assassin. Now, who you policeman.
The concession.
The concession. How would you be able to arrest that person? So, these same people, they are going to use the names in government. Your top men. Nobody, yeah.
And they are in the crapper because Nancy, fellas, do we better to Jacob, so you man concession.
That is how they do it. And those people, they are friends.
Maybe I say, why
Obi say, Ofusukwache, Ebi anadam for Bia Oyebi. And another for Pano. Obi Huna no Manska. Obi Tma Yusu Nidin, maybe any no afraid. Oh, Mama say, a chimney video. No, okay, you are fine. Okay, let me call the commander. Oh, Nepi. Or the Nidin, Nadam for no. But on one case, but you shouldn't add a yes, and this is what is happening. Galamsey, no, oh, Massa, and stop on it and stop watching. And
see, the way forward.
Look, the best way forward was Baby NPP, a Frugodriano.
Mufudu, he.
Yene, what's it? You fighting Galamsey, ama, it maybe not Yahuay,
Galamsey fighting more.
Tubo, the Yahuay, or Baby Galamsey, because we're really fighting them. Although ya nya uncle see baby trusting Gedikosima Obia who say ya. But they were fighting the government, the NDC was fighting the government, said yeah fighting against Galamsey. Na ene ma ba moi. Ma promise wo say yeah the ba moi, the ba mama yeah. There were videos. Nobody condemned it. Ya antisa so for condemn here. Say mo ma be can say mo ba moi and can we come based on this one ko. You guys come to my NDC, and yet they all voted for NDC. They are in power. Have you seen any difference? Anything? So encouraging. Why do you stop it when the people are encouraging it? Me no kata sisi and obi akutwesika or they call it prospecting. Okutwesika mo hinibi obi. Look, let me tell you. Now I can say, time na NPP one by mono. Na NPP for na. There was this particular video.
There
was this particular video. Tamana Kwakubuahen. I can say, yeah, mama, yeah. Now there was this guy I know was white, striped white. Madame Fubia Dam for no. Okay. Well, you NDC nipa. When him, Baby Omega Galamsey no. Say yeah, Chiobia. He was the person no friend because he has been doing it for a long time. I don't think he knows all the people. Mini nankasa konifi, mini madam funu konifi, ama issues, baby no concession be no kwaje. Onu kwa ne di mu ma ne kwaje. So they would NPP for NDC for everybody is doing it. So I say, and it's going to get worse. It was worse under NDC, they couldn't do anything about it, and
it became worse under MPP.
It became
they
worse.
Didn't do anything
MPP,
about it
because our effort was thwarted by NDC. They use it against us.
More power, no, I don't know more position. To me.
Now, opposition, okay, campaign tiawa. Say, Masan Crawford, no head no more time, and to move about Moon to Bantia or no more Cotiana. Who is me? Next time, the effort. Who is that 2024? Before 2024? Obi Ayibu.
They said, women organize a crab at a peace car. Say, yeah, they are able to almost net, able to almost
support you. Massa, you're 2 young, 2, you're 20. Because they have already prepared their mind. NPP for almost power, almost and they bought into that and they voted against us twice. And the worst one was 2024.
Not just say NDC is too almost campaign.
We will do it. We will do it.
Hey,
I'm telling you, we will do it. I will not do it, but people will do it. Massa, people have lost their seat because of this.
Yes.
Members of parliament have lost their seat. Now I'm winning back. I'm going to say, I'm going to say, I'm going to say, once I'm going to say, I'm going to say, I'm going to say, you see, the best approach was
NDC almost my clear cut as to how they are fighting it.
Clear cut no here. Clear cut no 3 months and the thing is getting worse and you're telling me clear cut. Clear cut, where is the clear cut? I'm telling you, the best solution was what was proposed by Dr. Baumia. Baumia proposed, say, so prospecting now, omudi tua na good, get to even so no master as we're going to set up a team. Your geologist or Ghana. Yama or man kasanya prospecting no near who's a ha and a gold no. Now you who woman your mom license. You near him for no. I him for the bamboo am my mom license. So your quan will be any year. I him for the hold on responsible. And now one our koji license semi koye prospecting ha na mako too gold. Now kwa assassin see will be license hold not what to assassin say no. So NPP, because we were in power and we put down a number of measures, we came up with sophisticated ones, wanted to implement it. Ghana for
some of the gold catcher by.
gold catcher, but be a gold war.
Say the same thing.
It's different. What was going to happen under Baumia if he won? If he had won, and Kayebe get involved with Ahimfo, the local Ahimfo, no, then the licensing will not be coming from Accra. It will come from the regional centers.
There's a good in the NDC too.
Good in the such a form of Ghana for there, too. But how we how we mine it is what we are talking about, and that is what is causing the problem. So that's it. Yeah, well, technology a bit me use near their monitor in so. So that's it. Omo so. Then so most of the time, and ya oma omuko tun so no egosin so mutu no. Masa about 500 meters away from the nsuo. And na adena omutu no so and the tie ne hono no. And the tie na hono no so etwa setene.
Yes.
Tene so bo kogu nsuo no. Enti nsuo no ani be yakokwa most of the time na omo mutu e won nsuo no mo. No.
Yes, I'm fine for.
You may not even see anybody in the rivers. But closest no omutu no ma hono nsuo no na atena begum na nsuo no ayekọ na say no. So galamsey is not about only those close to doing it in the waters.
Yes, I only fellas here adwin say yentumi set timeline.
No, sir. He never knew this. No opposition. He's one of the loudest man for nim power and this move. Or no, I catch say or you're part of those people who said just give the mama 1 week when he's sworn in. They'll stop galamsey. And they what in your worker. Now, Onim said, Adiano, a lifelong fight in the church. Did you hear him say this when he was in opposition? Now that you are in power, you are finding excuses. He should solve the problem.
The problem now is to me solve.
Now, to solve. He should give us a solution. Kufusu kwache and kwacho fosu or fusu kwache, whichever way you do it. There's kwache somewhere. There's fusu kwache. Okay, kwacho fosu.
Yes.
He and President Mahama, they should solve the problem. They should fix it. They told Ghanaians they can fix it. They should fix it. If you can't fix it, why did you take it? So what I say, we feel so disappointed. I am not disappointed with what is happening because I never expected them to do anything better. And majority of Ghanaians, the rational Ghanaians, are not disappointed because I know they cannot do anything. And that's not only one. We'll talk about other issues, and I'll tell you, say, this and that, they cannot do anything about it because I do not expect anything better from them.
Okay. Engineer Peter Entwibu Sakuna Otenika from the MPP. Madi, may I show say,
in fact, one answer will call Asamba points,
say point
also what can say galamsey as necessary for political politicians among others. Okay.
Yes.
That is why I told you about yesterday's meeting. Say unye zeke be one ye but the to me MOB ekoyade. So you are one person that will not forgive you if you do anything like this. So what's the process that this is a sign showing say you are fighting it.
You know say when there ono ye bi but
in America say nanka yam free executive if I know say we executive ni bia you will test say it's a direction set to tell you say me ya dia o ya no for the say nanka ono ka say Peter say o ka
na mama so answer number from na monya tip of Sibiana.
You see I'm saying that we know say party for the party obinya to me pay you want to use it to do things are enye
okay
about galamsey ekoso enya dia you are hiding it even now kind you are not hiding it
na na motuna sia 3 months answer.
Oh, they be say why stages are over to reclaim the community the forest are issues now over. You are picking course are ever or picking information about kwaba me no aba. It's like Charlie adia yeka no amount for you. Come back here, let's talk to our
okay.
What you say? But let me say because I was say MPP now were good measures. I tell you about me no. What can ye before community mining me boy. What is community mining? Community mining was to now identify the area to give you to go and do mining. At the end of the day, it was the west of the solution money buyer. Mining. Our Ghana. Not about me. And they did this one say about community mines. They say they about church man for baby episode on no bay. And they gave it to the MPP MPs. I'm going to say. So what is it like about me if he has won?
Okay.
Then again, you see, I think that our colleagues, when they speak, so I liked it because me, I don't do this. Say, NDC for a man fire more neutral. But I'm a G position. So, a friend said, Jemensa, no way. Jemensa, well, yet, no, what I, you know, no way. No, I, one appointed, no, I say easy.
Now, easy, now, your political party.
Sure, one appointed, you know.
Easy a political party.
I'm telling you, say easy is a political
How
party.
could it be a political?
Chief, it's no application. No.
How could it be?
Oh, Peter T.
A political appointment.
You don't appoint. You don't. See, let me tell you. Let me don't.
You don't appoint your enemy.
You no. I'm telling you again. The thing that she said when she was IE, Oba was Zai. She came to do what MPP want. Again, I mentioned upon Nkrumah. No, not joy from no.
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. Was there that time? Did you know it was MPP?
No.
It is Obi.
Ojai Joy FM. Ojai Ansana Obabaye MP.
Your police near what police are contesting.
What elections? What Jai no? We what? But he shows MPP because I can't go just one day to go and join MPP.
Just as the current vice president, no, and in the quiet program, no, nobody knew our NDC. But it doesn't matter so long as
we have appointed people who are outside there. If you have a problem with them, by if a vice president, you appointing people outside there to be vice president. Professor Amos was outside there to become a right. Me see, when you think say at the NDC, so be a kasa as a neutral person or better appointment, and this year is stronger. Then point to your people that almost will be appointment. Under the MPP.
Now, why the budget appointment?
Mama Jemensa.
Jemensa, they are wrong.
Why not, Jay?
And they are wrong.
Eh?
They are in Kahon.
Enkade.
And Kahon.
Boss Masway.
Boss Masari. On the no MPP.
No, he has never been an MPP.
No, also MPP new.
He has never been an MPP.
I say, and I make a share. Positions, that position. And the game they play is MPP game.
What game did they play?
I'm saying this MPP game.
What game did they play?
Isaac Owusu.
Eh?
Isaac Owusu.
When Isaac Owusu?
You can't say Isaac Mensa, my main cousin, no be research. And my Kufuado no. Or no, bet me I can place because no a poster.
Oh, poster. When I'm going to say those issues, I'm saying that they have happened. People have given opportunity appointed.
Okay, not necessarily say
no,
NDC or MPP. Okay. As
I know, say Ghana Airport.
Yeah.
They already had no CEO no. Another don't appoint you no.
Okay.
Eh?
Okay.
You should tell us that you should, because of that we should take our people and bring in.
Oh, so you've taken so many people.
Oh, me say what they. Say you back until say no be all kinds of be out. Back no boy. Jampo in our boy. And then Jampo no boy.
Lord Mensa as well. Lord Mensa.
So I'm saying that when people do something, when we were in power,
they appreciate you more.
When we were in power. A friend said, all these guys say to me, I'm a businessman. Come for right, I'm a businessman. They don't do political issues. I cannot for right. Okay,
Ken has always been an MPP member.
I'm saying he's an MPP, but he told us he's a businessman. He's fighting for his business.
But if you're a political person, you can still be a business member.
So I'm saying that when people do their neutral, when they are in their office working, it doesn't mean that they cannot work under government.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not saying
all inclusive. What you mean for the expertise?
Expertise and
the experience in tea.
Expertise, we are using expertise.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's expertise. Say, I don't believe.
But are you saying that Jampo can come and talk about galamsey today? Have you heard him talk about galamsey?
What do you mean, Kaza?
What do you mean? Media from go to his office, ask him questions about this galamsey, and hear. If he's going to say the same thing as he was doing before.
I feel not or she should know
he's one Muntaka issue no ba say mayenche import
export
no
deport
that is not a political comment. I mean, this is what anybody can say.
We say one team nka bibi ewo so. This is a person that now have been appointed by saying
is he going to call for demonstration? Is he going to call for demonstration against it?
Me amene na kasa or say or no that mreno sa mrena na MPP was no or calling for demonstration strike near the idea. This year obisu nya bi.
Again say was
that's what you say.
Yeah, obisu nya bi.
You yate why?
Was say ono won bibia if he sees it. If he sees anything different, something different, That will be surprised because I catch them in the intro.
Oh, you see, the fact is, and this is fun kind of cry.
They
don't.
This is one case okay be. It's you. Or say no be far. When you be far, so be say party government did you be win election and what you. What can you?
Oh yeah, so
let me tell you something. We will not sit idle to allow a Minister of Defense, Minister of Interior, to allow the MPP to go and misbehave on the field. And can some your mom who deal with it.
But because
they know that nothing is happening, that's why they didn't do anything. After we'll deal with, let them go to the field. Say, I say, yeah, they won't say so. We will arrest them. I say, put it, you mark it. You. Me no to tell up here. Omunko field. No munko say omunko more information.
2028, omo ye campaign omo tumi kasa asem no.
That be me say. They should dare that thing to say. Omunko say, but say. Bibi say, they should go and do it. Me, I told them, say, I told them, you can say, say, if something that Kokubuan did and then the government tells is wrong, arrest him. Me, I believe in that still.
Okay.
But you see,
my brother,
yeah, move forward. Let's move.
But so you are reacting to me comment. I do miss me boy. Because now you're just reacting to some of my main country here. You see, on the propaganda that the Americans say, and yet when Professor Boatin was dealing with this galamsey issue, and excavators. Yes. Within 3 months, on March 47, 40 ayira.
Yeah.
And this was a pronouncement made by NDC minister,
deputy minister.
40 ayo. If 3 months. That's a March 47. That's a 40 ayira. Multiplied by how many will get lost in the next 4 years? Master, you see, I give you more young propaganda. More say muntimenya, munfanya propaganda. You see, this is full of propaganda. Propaganda all the time. Full propaganda.
But they say, but they put that tape down for me. Say 1.5 years. Say galamsey will be worse and
yes.
But you see, it's also not good. Say the levels are, as I say, within the from 2017 to 2024, was huge than before.
Oh yes.
So it can't be said under John Mahama it's worse.
Oh no. Yeah,
that's why it's wrong.
Say
again, statistically, so then people have used that one and say, 2020, no. They lost
almost.
It's not a fact. It's not a fact.
Oh,
take the Ashanti region. The Adansi area is a mining area, and this is we need it all.
West.
I'm saying that no. 2020 elections. You are talking about 2020.
I see a decline in the votes.
Oh, see,
what you say?
Odame.
Mama come when I go to a KT Hammer. Mungo to Nivro.
Say it.
Mungo to
no. You know the problems in that area. But see, let me tell you something. Let me see. These statistics now more and I'm gonna say with the whole of our dance area. These are issues I buy. We need to see it all.
You vote to sister here.
Okay, Peter, me know I'm your way. There's no government since we started our democracy, our elections. So our first one, a party, we need elections. You had the high vote.
Yes.
When government start thinking, say he's powerful than party, his votes come down.
It is true.
Obia second
but galamsey so enya effect.
Me see it yo.
And there omo tu so sa no.
Me see ekom ni atete. And na ma vote ni te. Sure, I can give you statistics of 2024 elections.
The fact is, if election is taking place today, NDC will lose more than 30 votes or 30 seats. Today, just after 3 months. I am telling you that if election is taking place, Ghanaians have begun to be so disappointed.
Now, since NDC candidate.
Huh?
NDC, Omuni candidate. Yeah.
I'm for
NDC.
Omuni candidate.
And so, which candidate? Because Mahama is president.
The BNP candidate. Why name candidate?
Say election is taking place. If election is taking place today, between NPP and NDC, NDC will lose more than 30 seats.
Which candidate? And
you see, the answer no.
Vice President, Napo.
No, we're not talking about candidate. I'm talking about
the party.
The party itself.
Okay.
Why?
The party itself. Irrespective of nobody, irrespective of nobody, and there's going to be new election in Kwabena, and this will lose.
Against who?
I am telling you, and this will lose.
Candidate.
Against NPP.
So which candidate are you bringing?
There should be a candidate.
It doesn't matter who becomes the candidate of NPP. Whoever becomes a candidate for NPP, and this will lose. Election, it take place. You are going to lose more than 30.
30
seats.
And we win 40.
Huh?
We win 40.
You win.
I win 40 more.
Okay, you will see.
I didn't say it happens.
You want to be able to propaganda go mine. People want to see that, vivid evidence, tangible things. Yeah.
So they have to reclaim forest reserve.
Muko reclaim you. Muko you want.
Yes,
it's a propaganda.
What's the wine?
Time no
that kind of works, you know. And if you don't, say Russia work. That's what I'm talking about. Workers, you know. Yeah, can't one more out to me now. The call,
yes.
Oh, and these people come and says, "Oh, there was spiritual things. So we can go all these things." I'm saying that. It's beyond, but we are fighting.
Mr. Omu reclaiming 7 forest. It's not true. It's a propaganda. It's not true.
But let's go there.
Honorable John team, and no, they are so able to draw. And President John Dramani Mahama, a shares a security agency, no, Omumbuchi, no, collaborate with him. I feel and hey, last one, Wednesday, and I be Fukogu ni fear, or Mokwa Quachano. Madi,
what I mean?
I buy, and then they cost with the NIB, Johnny Team for just say, flight to be about my moi. Just on the Usususe, and I are legit. Say drug trafficking and money laundering tina saa you see me no e na a security agency ni hwehwem e ba nse na motata ni
in fact as o man ya chechire ehia pa say obi ehu ade a enye obetimi ema to alert o man to be able to stop those issues nti ka nema o man but when you kwanya ye di yade kwanya wo ye ofaso a the do no bebre ayade utifie na obi adiboni bi a utimi kwachi efre say police man who bibi wa ha
see something say something
no, but I am just telling you to protect my
identity,
but yen sure say I can give you information about utimi ye way anyway because I best say o my na ye ana brono aye wo so that is allowed.
Okay.
But on mine so ewa mra. Say utimi kotina say na okodi banku na woti ye owie. Na obe kan samu be gina bonten say akromfo wa ha o. Na e na akromfo ni wa etimi chew.
Yes.
On mine no samu no the same on mine law no a person yen ko enimu say ye chew akromfo yen ka say akromfo. Ye so be gina bonten. No ka say akromfo na manfo sori ko na nya akromfo na ka say o mitreke mu a. And I said na e ba mitimu na me kan ya. So mra say yen chew. Okay, so we didn't have a problem with say member of parliament and our information obesua obi awaye bida obetimi abekasa but in team Fodio decided to do what Peter said it this morning say Ekwambian they will do politics to win election 2028 so he went to MPP office Ekachram say manya information and the uncle say party government the uncle into a na man for nkan wansem. So they did a press conference, MPP press conference. And obey even though parliament, in our friend MPP for everything I say, Mumbra press conference. Now okay, so my press conference. Now what I say, media, your intel nature say can aeroplane be see one no. Bag in air black, cocaine no packs in India, into me say cocaine omo. Until ya clear omo. And no man penny car say, even though we got na car 7 kind of crap no. Ebeni ne kwanwa but yen hwe mu ansa so maka kira say obi pio na ka say okronfo on be send pan first you will deal with issue first and this sounds over say o dada you so no man penika say entim fojo o your sofo because maybe you say be MPP because I'm on your so for. It is boah. Now issues now no. Na intimi unravel this issue. Oman penika asem we no. Onipa we press con nya intel no. Then now come to say asem na o kan no enye press conference asem. Onu ankasa o. Na eye ni committee no a wo no. Omo asem na o kan. So the committee said they be say yansuma. Enye committee na say yan discuss it.
I say committee minority caucus what committee no so.
It don't do nobody does so. Idea ye. Tamina a friend say
so a ranking member told me in fact say chairman Sumano.
I'm saying sir if you are a ranking member also you don't do things like that.
Okay.
You don't. And now apply question why ranking. Ranking.
Yes.
But he did it in as a person. When I did me way na me na me ya so we nyam na moya ma.
So could you wan ye bi wo parliament house.
On your grapple because when him say him ran say nete. We a member of parliament and say me yes on my document ni facts ni issues ni
na kosi say
ni na so ba anya ni hu so for MPP or so for edimi
na say copy court you say correct
dabi
court
say there
say ni dia
dabi ni dia ba ko no nim say dia no mo deal dia na mo deal omo nim dia mo na mo deal omo nim in fact me want ID voter ID card did you use obuasi o so register around obuasi and also ba friend center area.
Okay.
Honest, you say the names.
But the court says
court judgment
bad. Who produce evidence? No court.
And the court doesn't get to that area.
Okay.
Who get to that point?
Are you better than the court?
Mama, who court awadi by the court ruling that?
Hey.
And I want to be near fact.
Yeah, who be? Oh, they are 12.
I want
in team for job. In team for job.
So issues are open. No, you say, like I say. Or cannot minority. And I say, and as I walk on a idea what discuss here. So I quite say, or quite radio station, who call Busa. No, they say, no, say, Ninja make us the same way, no. Government in Ankasa, not okay, air doors or my mo. But government will buy and what make you okay. I am going to be that. A month for them come okay, but the time now a month for okay and to be in Chiomo. MPP time no
Sano kai.
But the first time I check okay hey video no. I check okay on my mo obi active physical say on a government assistant e be o me settle nti memfa fam.
Osi ne achi bi wo ha, ya ti bi wo ha. Fake dollars. Enti sa place no o suspect bi nti yan hwehwem.
Na bi o wa che no. Me no aba no. Afele nyama no be fa o say nti ono no feel say aban no anka ho asem nti. Yan ka ho asem different. We so yen hu ene hu say no akwaya say obi da man for adwem. Nti aban no ebeye hu state make say facts ni. But ye pepper say ono so be contrary to what we have said. Aban say aban on behalf of me no. Say who dey be a who dey fetch say we any who take it from there. If it's a friend Felix then I want to and try aban will deal with him. Still, who say they be once a work cancel, we should deal with that issue. Oh, you see?
Na brebe na ban no fresh o bibi on fambrano.
No, the first evidence we what will you do? Evidence by myself.
Na say president tio. President in team for your kasa pe. Na president e share say security agents of a boy na cob one they should collaborate with Osofo.
They should all collaborate.
Yes.
To do the work.
No, they should collaborate with Osofo. They hu no crap. Emu and first they dey betu.
They wrote to Afenyo Market. So I say a minority issue. And no, yes. Afenyo Market has a record say my friend say you should produce him to support.
Now Afenyo Market na betu me produce MP.
Okay.
So it was wrong on the government part.
Now Tio. Was saying last time one as a parliament or as a minority issue no more.
No two ways about it.
But I'll bring you to that one.
Okay.
The minority in TMB, you see where the minority can do something. So he is aware. But on the technicality says there's idea on one. What he has here. So the bank came to now put the information out to the public. Say information is to the only mini. The person who is saying so who you are, he might also come out because we have a press conference. A buy now can because you see there are issues of political in communication because the team for joy, you know, why not for the sake of this, for political gain. So you have to respond to him. Government must respond to him squarely.
Okay.
So government responded on the angle of the buyer. Say facts, Sydney. I may be wrong. You may have more than what I have.
Okay.
It will have also helped on mine. I can say they be also for to say so the Bible. There will be cancer of no can say Bible quotation now. Me read it anyway. You should produce a donor Bible. I can say but it decided to say so the buyer in some kind yeah. But also so be from some information misleading on mine, especially when you decide so you are tarnishing the whole nation image. Whole nation image. The national code, which the law says about it. Now, when the court now got to him, when the national security now got to him to invite him to come, the person who say cannot provide him, is now the person who is defending him now. Okay, say I won't call if you know. After your mic in a say, I will not provide him.
One can also be providing, also they will cooperate with the law.
No, I'm saying.
But MPT in as you say on the face value.
I'm saying that he spoke about it. That's what me say. I will produce him tomorrow in the morning to you. Leave it. They listen to him because first one. Also when you it was the next day when they have to. And I'm appeal to the speaker. Say the people should write to the speaker and they will cooperate from that one.
Naneti yenim. Yenim. Security agency yenim. Simple procedure way.
Immunity. Sesu immunity. MP. I'm blocking road where Medina no. Police share no chain.
More chain.
In fact, you have to. In fact, I don't know who took him to the police. How do not?
I say you answer no. Yes.
They wanted to arrest him.
The same thing has happened.
And then say, police MP will have immunity.
Yes.
But for say me MP and I met here. No man start say be sorry. Say me the about for now if you not me control speaker na be me.
Yes. Yes.
Then we'll be we best be say na ko bubotu.
Na say ya na e tro ye mre. Ko ye constitution ya na e tro. And ye free mu.
I mean so odame. Mad. Me no we eti ha no. I mean pengu. Okay boni bi kura po no a. Police freo. What you make a police so afraid me.
Yes, Utumika na Ghana police or
right.
Yes.
But the same time, no, the police will not even give you that opportunity. They reduce fee. Because I brought some opportunity in you. So when now you are trying to play, also I want you also I say or the radio station to radio station. One bar. Radio station to radio station.
Menene kasai pa.
I mean, not know when you start is issue. Let me tell you.
Oh, you're not kasa. Money should be friends.
So who says station should be about to be out. He's not providing any evidence.
Oh,
in fact,
on the flight away. And the better who say flight now. A bite send a fellas back say free kwa him na.
Well, no, so I had when it comes to these MPP issues. When say call recently a
MPP issue.
Oh, MPP no more is against Ghana. Hey, MPP against Ghana. Almost say Ghana na yes, almost say Ghana.
Whistleblower no
this is not a whistleblower. This is an MPP person trying to create a campaign message for themselves. And they said it. They said they will do that one just to get their name for campaign.
Okay.
In fact, when you meet them, they tell you, so we're taking the shine now we are setting the pace to you. So the time we abolish all these taxes issues, when the youth for example, because friends say, deputy communication director no, above friend, the gas Ghana gas no.
NS Ozubempa.
I say, time now bre in campaign, MPP any message you know, and on the friends say, friends say Airbus issue be to munanka man for doing, and for another couple say can coach your mama, you must satisfy issues by his campaign. I'm saying I don't raise the issues we will not be chasing
into legitimate say flight be about your airport ye hu ne ekoso na we bisa
my director will say be legitimate in fact for us to act on everything sir, but we know how to do it.
It is here to win exactly what those flights in Baba ye.
But man also want to say
Abanche saying.
And then again, he told us about the Ahmed. Ahmed, no, Ebanya problem. In fact, he was landing near on a punch with you. I think that's one day. Only some cock masters. I'm almost say plane when you're in your accident. Only to London.
Yeah.
And no one else crash. In fact, I think that we thank God say, Uncle say na DHL, DIA, no be.
Nana Orlando for what?
It's coming
to emergency.
Yes. It comes to refuel.
Now refuel no.
Yeah, Mama Joe. Emergency. Be Martina flight tomorrow. Echo Liberia. We ended up to land in Ivory Coast. When that situation happens to you, when the passengers are in. In fact, even Accra Airlines, I'm sure that those people joining Accra to Kumasi, I won't flight. I free Sunyania Eba. He went to land in Takoradi. Emergencies happens.
Yes.
Emergencies happens. Unless somebody tell me say.
In TSC, another plane. The ties, Eba. Any crew.
Yes.
Into organizers, no, you do free, you buy.
Yes, Tio. These are the lower communication people for their credit say. Organizers, yes.
No, me can't try so that everybody will understand.
I'm saying that don't go to that level of the MPP communication.
Because there's another question who says, plane, say, banner year service here, say, hangar. But when it's tarmac, so.
Yes.
I didn't see why.
You can ask those. I say that everybody has all these questions to ask. I say the time.
Which Abandon provided?
Which Abandon not provided? Abandon said one year hangar no overcome we. Now Abandon only hangar I no overcome we.
Abandon video here the buy there. Madi.
Okay. When I say video no any correct. Let's accept it without admitting. But in team for your way also for no for video different video match there. Say flow nearby no one year pointer. It should just give you. Then give you say me.
Oh no sure. Flight away or say plane itinerary be I should be there. So whatever the government brought. Now who him read?
Mr. Mahu be a wa fast read.
And I'm so who him read.
And I make us say I'm say me who am for kasaba.
Who him read?
So he's not about taking red.
Who him read?
Mr. Me do am for first read.
Who him read? But still who him read
ana. See I say my catcher say I will not have a problem. I don't have a problem. But you see, we as a dog man penny a can drown will not allow for say games a man for a sorry send a team for driver can we are now buying up for a sick now without any information providing go not Peter Becker say oh Mr. Me who say we send a new system no at say number of Becker now why is the country but when he provide that regime in fact way I believe he said if you want to be sincere to this country it's about time for him to say okay I'm not even going to you as a national security. Me fact in the press conference. But I can also say, if the MPP and team for your any facts of the issue, especially the MPP when they come to communication, they will be the first to have put in on the mark.
Also, I in bits. Also, I in bits.
Okay. In fact, for the past 2 weeks, Asem Bakuna Waka, they be a where I want to say.
Some more tatano.
In fact, it's an opportunity for me to say, okay, before I come, say, Attorney General IBB say, and I think one must learn about it. And I'll start doing, I'll do it. Attorney General about this, it do any issue now, I'm arrested. No.
Yeah.
Only so be a press conference. Actually, I say, but near, in my way,
and so no, one for crowd.
Let me say, Attorney General. What's it in here? Or I even for our court.
You
wrong.
I mean, but
no problem.
I was wrong. I mean, you are totally wrong. We are not talking about it today, so that's fine.
What my lawyer? We are a Jumama. So we brief issues. The case be say we brief issues.
Yes.
On mine na 8 years say you mo Juma say my. Obi say say nyama ya mo di kokota. No tso na ma ko mi asem no. Me brief here. On mine no say until the country tells you say they are wrong.
They say yes until the court.
Say until
prove say
you should go and challenge it.
Yo. Peter.
Odame, you see, I mean, just to put this across, assuming say, we are Attorney General, you are the advisor to the president on legal matters.
Yes.
Now, Abijina press conference, I say. Press conference, I say, Abekayano. Send the person, no, I'm you share na same we sika wafa we anyway why japade we anyway you didn't go to court you didn't go court possible say obedemu be 25 years na you pass your judgment in the press conference
25 years
me patch to
yes less 25
years no me patch to you see I know na me say amamu enya grow there because so bia ye bone a enye press conference na ho na ekudi asam no I mean press conference na what is asem BSBO
nothing.
You see, you don't. Mama, anybody can arrest. The fact that you can arrest somebody, but that doesn't mean that the person is guilty.
Say after press conference,
oh please, what I'm saying is, you can do press conference. I didn't on the arrest somebody, the person is
move on court.
Court when I'm going to move on guilty.
No action has been taken guilty afterwards.
Ghana hire Tibebre, Nipa hire your home press conference. I bet you because Betty mode time. And NPP for 18 minutes said you don't go to prison. Go prison. You see, Sir and Semna Omoyeno. So yeah.
Almost this time around the Munia
propaganda. Oh please, what a problem. Don't be in propaganda. And one more.
In team for your question,
you see, I'm panning for say, Asem Bisia, Asem no, it's me home to my. Now there are evidence, especially when there is no clear evidence. Asem no want to me home to my. Now there are evidence. Now, so what way when you see a bird walking like a duck, quacking like a duck, and jumping around like a duck, what is it? It's not a duck.
A duck.
A duck. Masa. Near air question, contradictory statements are. Omunyina issue. Okay, kasi anymore. Just say there is truth somewhere. Obi try say obi preventing or hiding. That is telling you something. Maridi statement issued by Met Air. Med.
Yeah.
I've seen a statement issued by the government. I've seen a statement issued by Ghana Airport Company Limited.
Yes.
And that was even the worst one.
On the last paragraph.
The worst one. So that's it. We hear one first, paragraph 1, 2, 3 now. Di go ase hona. Say, de enyo homo plane BBC o Ghana. Enyo homo na aviation for na ere. Se plane BBC a enye homo na hwehwem. National security for na hwehwem. Na third paragraph no. We are saying categorically there was no how if you are not the one who authorizes plane to land in Ghana, if you're not the one who checks the planes, how can you how can you categorically say plane no na cocaine? So on what authority? Nipa no ko hwemu no baba bonja be ka na cocaine.
Hwemu kra mo ye.
Omo so upon what basis? And Ghana Airport Company Limited. Issues that statement. And you share number no. And you share number one. And untina, my man say, or person or yeah, no the protecting position because or ye be no the impress.
Say Kufan
or ye be no the impress President Mahama. Say be keep no in that position because that statement Ghana Airport issue it was senseless. Because you are not the one who authorizes plane to land. You're not the one who checks the planes. Say bibi wo mo. Then on your third statement, paragraph no, will say there was no cocaine in the plane. So upon what basis? And how did you trust that statement? It was senseless. And so yeah, German echo. But Mabika Semincho, yeah, Adia echo no. Me say, Reverend in team, he is 100% right because on say, Ghana han ye fa nyema so literal. Before election, there was a statement made by St. George. Or Bettina Red TV, so what has more kind? What say? Oman who said plane B, etu Accra.
Yeah.
Etu Accra and Ekudu Tamale. What say? Ekudu yano. And Nema wo plane mono. The ambulance. And Omuyigumu. The reason is normally say ambulance require. Normally yen suspect yen him.
Yes.
And that's obi a yare na dem. Na so obi a wewu na dem. And I say emergency yen him. And also the same plane no. If you tell me no, ebesi wo Kumasi. And na omusa monitor no. Ambulance mu and I'm saying which means that people are using ambulance for a lot of things. Sir, I made their phone as my yekan. Any company kitwa American company. Na oko one website if you are saying there were number of air ambulances. Number of them. one of the top ones, Ahmed. Almost plane can never get fought.
Wow.
Answer number your photo no. Na so extreme. So Okom website there were adibia on engineering no. There were adibia friend PPM. Planned preventive maintenance. Before they release a plane to fly, it is not released by management or maintenance team. Na access a maintenance or plane number of planes.
Na tie be paya said
what they me but what am I number of planes. And before they release that plane to fly, and because of the emergency, they make sure say such a thing doesn't happen because our maintenance team is one of the top notch in the world. Now, on website, anybody can go and read it. Now, almost say play now, it made number of stops. That has never happened in the history of that company. Say, play no. Because of say, ordinary people, top men people, and the top notch hospitals in the world. In Ghana, that's UK, America, Egypt, one of the top.
And Uncle before a vice president.
Maybe
arrangement.
I don't know. Yes, but the thing is, sa play no. I say Ghana no. Say to free America. We read on report now. And a year about 3 stops.
Yes.
3 stops in Debenqua. Play. You're playing kit one so. And this how play no. Distance bend and echo. And the Oman who say they will need a bigger plane that can go that distance. And don't take just yet that number of stops. Number of stops in the bay and a BP Ghana no. Omko here no beyond them.
Yeah.
And now beyond in baby echo. And now a 2 free Ghana Hanon so Uncle 4 beyond them until a bayer there or Ghana. So that's it. As so carpenter for and no more to tune that dog when I play tire cofaso. I'm going to papa.
You see, all landing no.
If anti Ghana have your tarmac and your papa who will land to Ghana.
So you to me see.
Already report. I'm say 2 ties. Now the maintenance team. That preventive maintenance, it detects answer now fly ties in the grass, they detect everything before you fly.
It's an emergency to me.
Emergency happen. But I'm trying to make analysis to you. Just listen to me. Play Baland or Ghana, almost say another womb. Another one say womb was so say Ghana higher time. I can carpenter him for another womb. Not one womb or him. Yeah, time I kiss so. And this is not the only flight. It's you how.
Who drive? You should also know say tie but my turn brand new she womb one say akofom. Say answer me who said that woman. Na me da kofa baby a omo ye baby na dogu. E kwan ye da ya no that one got on him for na koto so. So that say time I can walk Ghana ha no. Flight bebre ne si anapa na ansa na omo besi. Enti omo de no nko na do no. Anya ba ko almost 2 ties and ni nyina e paye and flight number them on emergency purpose no so omu need spare ties home. Is that the case? Car keto na wo fie who need spare tie home ebi dem be boa and sa plane na omu use no on emergency tie no and them wiemu na do betima wo mu wo soro ho no omu ntimi am fast pan to mo eno na o kan no
but don't say na do wo na do wo me soro ho pa carpenter for esoro carpenter for me na ho go to na dogu ha
na say esoro ho no plane kran tie in nearby
and this say na do no wo mu he ma
all land no
enti na do enti Ghana ha na do no wo mu
bibia e possible
and na do no mienu ties mienu and na wo mu na mienu na say and enti time na yo go this is why we need to investigate this matter so that's it because
if you are calling for
this is why investigation you see master tie some na see no we airport for the statement on issue here Ahmed for the issue here national security for almost some more can. There is something in there, and I'm telling you, this man has factor. So almost chances of me investigate here. They will see what happened because this is an international company.
Yeah.
Then the name of the company is in mad.
Okay.
They have every right to sue this. MP. I didn't know take that action. It's an international company. You see, they are afraid because the moment you sue him, they will investigate the matter, and all this will come out. How many days? And everybody play now almost see a day ties no omko high and no kwan om the tie a tomb no the free America buy no omo de bedru ha no omo change tie ni wie no I find an email in there to call. Why no almost nipa be no tomb to play the by den ebe kwa him find the be refuel e Ghana so that's it. But the worst thing aspect of this I hear them be king sure the spokesperson for the president the president Mahama we serious Kwacho Ofosu should have been sacked.
Why?
I'm telling you this.
So why then?
You see, presidency is not a joke. Presidency, the respect I call the president and yasem ketwa. Presidency, before president makes a statement outside, he gets information.
Oh yeah.
He's briefed on issues. And this one he wrote it on his social media. Say, Asem Yideka, in fact, say, I didn't who and me as a president, I have authorized instructed Brofuka Krakabi.
Yeah.
I have instructed Iyoko, National Security, and all the people NACOP for say, almost investigated this matter and collaborate with the person who has put out this information. Now, on for details, they unravel some matter.
And now, no, be quite be questions. And now, come for President Mama.
Maybe for all you know, because they're doing a lot of things that President will not be aware, and they happen. So that's it. So when President gets aware, he will be mad, and he never knew. Say, and I said they never expected that this will be exploded. And I'm my president. I be aware. So, Utie, your president kaina. Was it more investigative? I know what you know. That thing say me, you know. Ebi mo say, obey refueling. Ebi mo say, or be changing the ties. Ghana.
Or baby refueling. And that all land no, onya problem with the ties.
So two troubles, one God.
Fantastic.
No problem. Now the issue I may person raising is the president of the land, the highest authority person, the gentleman of the land, say, or no, I instructed say, investigated this matter. The spokesperson of the president to say, or no, dear, sir, investigate now. President saying, you know, a bogus.
Okay, wait.
Oh, Untieno. One thing was empa.
Oh, me.
What's he? He doesn't even see the need for it.
Also, president need interest to him. Just 1%.
Oh, the president doesn't have interest.
Yes.
And or no president issue say now the president on the man or instructed.
That's not kind of myself.
No. I don't think make say if President Mahama is serious, that man should have been sacked. And I'm going to tell you why he should have been sacked. Well, can I say president is not interested in the matter no? What say? If I was the president, I wouldn't even say that. Or say, Samina me president now. So I am because I investigating come in. You, the spokesperson of the president, President Yakasa, all that you need to do is to repeat what the president has said. What audacity, what authority do you have? Say, the president of Ghana has spoken, and you have the audacity to say, me and I'm here president now, and can you are undermining the authority of the president. You are undermining the authority of the and if I was President Mama, that guy should have been sacked because he doesn't know. Look, he has abused his position. He has undermined the authority of the presidency, and that man should have been sacked. Who are you to say? So any president now, you wouldn't have even instructed for that investigation. So all parties say president and say you not remote end up. The president doesn't have sense. No president. Why will you president? That's how the fool we know he instructed. You mentioned two authorities, agencies, organ. So the president and say why do you know? No, but that is the interpretation.
I wouldn't interpret it, sir.
That is the interpretation.
So who now interpret it, sir?
So we catch say, Samina, that's why I'm going to come in. More even in short.
No, say your interpretation. Who named the entire American, sir?
No, as I just said, I can't any other alternative, any other meaning of this. Say, as some president can say, you instruct three what Bubo Mudium, one Fanaman, what truck. Do you have authority more than the president? Do you know better than the president who gets the briefing? And you are saying, if you were the president, you will not even even order. Hey! What audacity? Or no, the spokesperson, who is he? Not even vice president. Or no, the spokesperson for the presidency say. So no, the president now, and can the president can come, sir. From there to your office, I will sack you. I will sack you. If President Mahama is serious and he wants Ghanaians to see, say, or no, the president or authority, that man should have been sacked by now. Because you see, Ghana, we arrogate positions and authority to ourselves. I am from Mayan, and been a boy in he abused his position as the spokesperson of the president. You cannot say anything otherwise than what the president has said.
Okay.
All that you need to do is to protect the statement made by the president and even re-echo. But to say, President Nasmo can say you send him.
Also, only interest. President, only interest.
So President not one or church on Senkeke. So next time, if President makes a statement, do you want us to take him seriously? Do you want us to take President? And I'm telling you, you see, what is happening in Ghana in the last 3 months, Ghanaians are getting so regretted.
Okay.
So much regret.
Okay. Now, Cocoa Board, producer price a better J. You say a hoax there, but we are asking, say, would they increase it?
You see, I know Americans say, you see, Asem Yideka, Asem no you count to ma. Yeah, they are dancing. Before the elections, we saw the current finance minister on a political platform.
About to forcing.
Lambasting and lashing at the previous government. Say, if you ask Cocoa Board, Akosro, that ye Cocoa Cosia 1 year Jessica. Na ye deceive and Cocoa for no more famous no. Ye mums kaket fiabi. Na nyame boa number power. Say you can at the moment, they will double it. They deserve to be doubled. Oh yeah, omunya power. Oko veteran. You busa and one so me, I don't know what is happening at the Cocoa Board now. I don't even know how much they have. So I can't sit here and tell you how much we can pay them. That was one. Secondly, Ubusa almost say Cocoa no afiwe mutum say. Everybody is saying say we don't have money to increase the prices for them. This statement not about you know. No unti end this worker. What is so man can increase the cocoa prices?
Say season edit be cocoa nem buy.
Time never.
Na August, September, October.
Na says you can go that NPP ajisika no. And na yan farm more. Don't buy they should increase it. I didn't know more increase here.
Say modi.
Statement into obi na akofom letterhead. And try na kofa minister no and Cocoa Board. CEO no. And or signing here no the top thing. Masa, it is afterthought. They issued that statement in response to pressure na come so say they should promise Ghanaians how much are umbeto cocoa no increasing more. And statement number one na Ghana for can want some no. And no demnika eco restricted oh yeah. Why the question is no? Why the court trust all the top thing? They know. They saw the backlash. And let us quickly go out.
Let it be a baby engine too.
That is where the problem is. Masa.
Let her ba almost say that be way free a catch it.
Let's read the letter now. Can say what will be. Let's read the other letter now. We only saw one letter. See you now signing. Why is the letter now? I can't send you on the Troy.
I don't know.
Have you seen that letter?
Head of PR.
Have you? No. I didn't know statement. Huh? Head of PR no
Sam Jerome.
My interview as CEO
no.
The thing was signed by the CEO. So that's it. We have seen number of times CEO, IABB, PR. So that's it. It happens.
Yo.
It happens. And Timasa, near air propaganda na or my it is not going to help them because governance is not a child's play.
Mad in Chimwe.
Also now, part of the difficult communication. One of the most difficult communication. There's no governance. Say, oh yeah, dear, without border, approval.
Yes.
Also, where did they? Also, where did they? And we are trust statement. And when there's AI, you know what is happening. There's no board. A board of Cocoa Board.
Yeah.
Your committee are elsewhere in terms of increment of prices. And then in.
Yeah.
These two, you can say anything in the world. So when you are you can't do anything.
Yes.
This year you have any bad motive to communicate like this. Like I say, any will be trying to be just statement. We are not joking this time around. We will not do this joke with this communication. You know the better thing. Say, one say this cheap communication. Say, any will be the signature or into reply with the statement. We are not ready to waste our time in these child games of politicking.
Okay.
We have grown past it. The fact is, say, Cocoa board, any board currently. Board never no dissolved.
Yeah, dissolved.
And the institutions here want my requiring to be as a board in new one. Won't me take any decision.
Yes.
Who pay mu? And the cocoa board, apart from your board, no, another border. On our regulated prices. Okay? On our have the price way, say because of ABC DNT, ebeye. When they finish, they will issue the statement. I'm going to issue statement. And this also will be a cultural MPP propaganda statement. At the Randy Dia, she will say, Yamba respond. We will not waste time on that. Oh, this is a two-for-your game of. They say, so that they will waste time to come and respond. I am even shocked when people say, who demands a question? No. I say, Odame outa. Read deep.
No, minim say.
But only say, expose you.
Yes,
that's why you brought it.
Yes.
You intentionally came to expose them.
No.
Oh, and the why am I say? And then I come back and also.
No, and yes, sir. Medical in the sense is say, so that people will get to know say increment beyond by and I say it be ebeba
trap now was set
trap.
Why you depend on what was it? And the rand ya trap and the ember respond. One moment
for some Jerome Yaman na kasa.
Yes, also was it. Sam Joro now in the Casai the end. I was saying, so crack, mano. Name signing for mano. I said, we will not waste time to follow the MPP propaganda, such cheap propaganda way. The fact, I was bonte, I was fact, they say. Cocoa board, me no say in there, Saturday on the 12th April.
Yeah.
I'm on new board. I bet na say approve, baby.
It's true.
Fact. 2. Board now I bet create say I bet share increment of prices. And no Yemra no so. This is the Yemra no ayewo as Emra no ayewo amai we mo. Yemra no ayewo Ghana so no. This is obia why friends abro and I bet say board new crap because ye dey crown and the government. Yet me be a penti yes sir. This Ghana government will not do this. So it's unfortunate. Say, in fact, walk as I'm Peter, where I am madam for Papa, but this year now we're not fast alive with them. But you see, I think, sir, Peter, I like his communication. Propaganda way, no. I dare a woman say the battery and ya and Quechi.
Okay.
In 3 years, the president spoke.
Okay.
On the issue. At the cadet issue, no. What can I say? I can say, on my baby, I want to. Yen say, Emre, I'm on for a bebo game. Say, Marka 70, a bay games in the Naka say, shadow and mirror. Now, Yakofa say, but allegation will go in deeply and solve it. The president gets information.
Oh, yeah.
So the president will not come and speak
every second.
After Ellis Akasa, if it is not say, what about my information? No, he knows that there's nothing. He knows that there guy in there cano and maybe be a woman.
Who knew?
And the president knows. The president knows better.
No, also instructors say
when starting in I say or starting first one. And now friend say for George Johnny said they be about kind of on the banku na dinner that
let me put this information out. Look, you see, this matter now can was or no a denier or can say why interview the spokesperson. Look at how the international news took it. This is coming from Reuters. Reuters is one of the most credible information centers. Almost all the news. Can I make a and the need for them to even respond with letter. See you on the Troya. Listen to what Reuters is saying. He says that Ghana keeps farm gate cocoa price unchanged. Cocoa board letter shows. This is coming from Reuters. Now Reuters, I'm say. Accra April 9th Reuters. Ghana has kept the fixed farm gate price paid to cocoa farmers unchanged, according to a letter from regulator Cocoa Board to license buyers seen by routers. And then they went further to say that last week, Ivory Coast raised the 2024-2025 gate guaranteed mid-crop price paid to cocoa farmers by 22% to boost revenue for farmers. These are facts. Okay. So if routers...
facts, is that routers are not reporting what they've seen?
That is why there's a need
for
this is
for
an
them to
international
respond.
news site. Most of the international news need almost pick information from this.
And they can also get it wrong.
Yes, that is why let them correct it. Write another letter to repudiate
so that Randy and Science and Yano say a bedroom.
But you see, that report it came out around January this year. Go check the report.
Cocoa Board.
That issue. But this was. I'm saying that this is a drama. Who's the first statement? But before Rezi, the first say after Eric Poku ni vetted. Then they brought this thing out. Say cocoa price then coffee because they asked him about this question there. Then they brought this propaganda.
Okay.
This writer people, you go and read it and go to writer because they don't have this story.
But it's
where screenshots writer up?
It's not on their website. It's writer's website.
Oh, master, for you to writer, go to writer and check.
But that's your website.
Oh, master,
your website. Don't know.
Writer's website. Are you telling me?
Me say,
what are you telling me?
Go to other newses of writers and check.
No, please.
We did the same thing.
All the newspapers have reported the same.
Where are you be sure?
Ghana where?
They can get it wrong.
So that is why there's a need for you to tell us if it is wrong.
I'm going to report to say more 5.5 million role in SSS. Amanka. Amanka get a factor or say factor.
I know routers never reported.
What is happening?
Hello.
Good morning, Minna.
Good morning, Pacho. Your first and okay, free.
Where's of my madam?
So for my one, Yanko.
You are afraid that me thank you more than much secretary, Papa, just think to Punkudia. I mean, she has done what you. Honorable Howard, Honorable Potozua, to whom Mogabi Michelle and Anopay. Video Bama, and then now Honorable is in for Joy. No Kwana Wakani, it's a Wadana and this is what I'm for. I thought no kind of yellow crack. Only investigation of a fan message. Now, some time for their coffee and Congo Fan come out from Rapan, so the layer for another by. And this is for extra. And yes, I know you boy of mine. A moment that some to move from Muni and the big coachma, Nancy and Fatano become one quite a doctor.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Yankasa, but your first okay, free.
What am I design?
Boko.
I can't money because I'm from Vancoverio.
A gentleman, Yanko.
You may say I'm in charge of the General Secretary. And on about for your Martin, one work to my parliament. Musa and so you know. A chair, one more on Dawson. You, the American answer, Mark Galamsey, Asem plan of Pasta, I check in your memoir. Now, the Galamsey and Guana Mokan was a mona, task him manners, and you know so. And what can you have my friend Galamsey and I said,
and then okay.
Yes, came on a scale mining was at the end.
Small scale mining. Yo, Yati.
And I am just a muye. And I have answered me on okay. I got a sign. Nobody near my situation when you say, I don't know, I didn't know any ball. Oh, babe.
Yo. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Dami.
Yeah, Chief. Bajo, your first look as a free.
Pastor, Dr. Numa, I'm free to my committee.
Doc, Yanko.
Mr. Wasini Konya, I'm a incoming national chairman, Mr. Dombodu, and an incoming national organizer, which is our question, and our honorable Potozua, whom Mugabe. And I'm honorable Kwabena Kase, aka Nanaki, Consummation, and the baby of the phenomenal king. Many of them Wouldn't be. Tariff, I want to do electricity, water bill. And this is for why never say, and then they're gonna for you because you are so yet because I could for you. I'm on your quiet, come out. Then of course, everything is out of my display, but I acquired it cheap. I quite an IMF. Actually, I quite you. Another time, probably be my neck Ghana. There's a class of Dr. Mahmoud that we have a class one. The Ghana Queen by CMPBO. There's a one we are young good. That is what this are. And it's for no company or money more than every 40 more. You know, I want to see them to Obama and my phone and water and okay. I want to like the water bill. Your grandma said by Obama Juma.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, Odame.
Yeah, Chief. What's your first? Okay, sir, free.
I friend is me make free down for.
Yanko.
Catch engineer say. A friend say, enyo ono kukuda, enyo kuku hejuma no ye. Enye bri ID tu kuku mu ni. Mu pa mu check kama ID tu kuku. Last year nkwa na kufa do tu kuku mu sa January February mu. Krachi for krabo kuku krachi for no mu nyawe. Tu kuku. Kuku ye betu kuku mu a eye kuku season ene tu sisi enye kuku season ene emu. Ntini saa omo eyi na omo ye oso aba enti tu kuku mu enyo no na yeti o. Enyo no na yeti afi ntim fojo. O kai Medina ha. Ye MP bi omo ye no. Kwan mu ne fa so. Nti for oyo so for nti ana. Obi also the education minister. Ayi dudu ayin school for dudu ayin no kan say school for no room. Enye your friends minister by education minister by no be kan say school for no omo ye 3 point something. Some say 3.5. Also for o kasa de no gumi.
Okay. Hello? Yeah, mpacho your first and okay, sir, free here. Line the MY you and Terry. Aha. Yanko. Oh, Mr. Kote, one panel line I Basasan.
Mr. Honorable Madin. Depending back home or petroleum of development. We can have to only among Ghana. And after the Mama Kai. Yes, so child excellence. Come on, Mama. All my subjects are suggestions. The 4 months I do a for 8 years. I prefer the 8 years I waste in this country. I prefer the gather quality for the Mama 1 year to my past. We should not policy you like 1 year ago. That is a 2 years ago.
Okay. Last caller. Hello?
Claudia Santi Kotoko.
Ne bonsu.
Tetia Santeno. Kuma Pimwa.
A Pimbeba.
And Pim said, yes, said him out. Piao. Santo by him, Tani. Santo is 3 years. That's in you. Whatever, Mammy Chiako for buy. Now, incoming national chairman, John Bodu, incoming national organizer, maybe how a Kumsin, and I just could be maintaining a cabum. I go, Toto, Sumo Kabi, Soon Bibi. Kakra me can say, Coco issues no or more Kakwa seminal. I will say, Emrana in your own position. Oh, come kind of far so. We buy number 2. Wait, let's say, you know, the cat won't put in for say, and your now, since you never meant for draw. I said, no, Kaiwa, anybody. And Central for me, you say, yeah, come on, what to? Because who can the cat come to me and there's no one what company Jacob for so since he got the committee, parliament, or a political talk. Or what can someone second, plain them, you want, don't want to know in your UK. And you know, and one, I simply want to walk a second of way, and you say, you are often I don't want to but
okay. Yeah, the friend here. Uncle Peter. Last words to Ghanaians. Any will party for?
The American say NPP party no. The first time when we are down, we get up strongly. 1992. The two baby Yanko Parliament. 96, you call Parliament. na NDC for will bear 133. Now will bear 63 or something. You talk about 2000. It may be the majority. The Niatu ye no. And you know,
but what the tsunami?
NDC funds will be at almost tsunami in the 2016. They lost almost half. Until it doesn't matter. Young Crow Frank Otwaba, me would normally this normally happens when one party stays in power for 8 years. 2008, a bit to ye. Kotwaba no do na young Crow for a party, a moment to an NDC for the winning. Even so to NDC for 2016. Almost some Crow Frank and in Crow for it happens.
Normally
after 8, after
Jenny's in the 8, Omudi 8, the answer bet me.
No, one said. Yeah, 2020 no. Omukro for manko to nyina beto ye. Nti we here vote no cost 2020. 2028.
No, by your convention say party the 8 years are.
No, obviously. After Omukro for nanko no. The next election, Omukro for manko to na omutuna fie no. Omu nyina de abufuo ne wan e kwa abonten koto. Nti over here 2012, we nearly won that election.
Nearly.
Nyankro for omuwi aya. You can win it. 2020 the same thing, NDC for a year campaign. Omukro so kotoma omo. Until 1 year after 4 years, no. So Omukro phone in answer the party in power will lose, especially when they know that NDC cannot do anything. But the trouble is, NDC has increased the prices of electricity.
Yes.
By almost 15%.
14.75.
15%.
14.75.
Now so convert round it. Just round it. Anything above 0.5 is can be rounded as 1 into 15%. And now what and so on my 4%. Maybe
4.02
into 4%.
Yeah.
Now the Americans say every 3 months they're going to increase the prices of water and electricity. Vote now, you vote here and as soon as no. Ebina yenya.
Yeah, man, I'm the IMF.
IMF. Yeah,
your last words.
I think the MPP will help themselves of this ECG light issue of increasing. Baumia and LED IMF negotiation. Say you be and say free when you become until a free IMF. Every 3 months be a Ghana increase on way. Baumia. So you shouldn't talk about it. They should be silent. But only me say you buy and so for your T4 also.
Why T4?
NDC.
NDC they already T4.
Well, at least when we say percentage be above.
Now say NDC, yep, government na ye.
When they were
automatic adjustment formula.
Automatic in adjust. They are you emission levy free so.
Na machine no BJ. No bianje. No bianje. Nobody paid emissions.
We proposed to implement it, but I don't think it was implemented.
It wasn't.
So me say that is almost you know. I want to you see when since we came, if Lanka regulators Lanka 80 so, Lanka more than 90 say kosoro.
That be say etina kosoro. Nasia eba because you was 13.
Don't go this. I say I eba. So far we serve o ma so.
See asa kosoro.
O ma da bi na kosoro. O ma so to friend. Say o ma so no say IMF. O say o say 3 months e be ko. Ba o mia issue na e deal no. E ba o mia e na e ka kire IMF for say ya bon baby e ko do no. Every 3 months be a Ghana force say increase your fuel. It is say of encore uti be na obe e tumu e kasa. E ba o mia adwuma e na ye. But do this issue say the MPP and crop for to abadian to aba. See, they should learn to understand statistics. They be mankacha will say, who fire vote partner?
Yapun.
Minimum. I mean for women. And yet Peter know to about Ndra. And it's not to about the same polling station. It doesn't.
Okay.
Especially when our vote pattern and people move across the system. They should stop deceiving themselves.
Okay.
5% doesn't normally.
And I say, and I draw fan to about. And I brought in a mudim grow fan amount of man.
Sikene kokuni obidimie fireplace. Yehu nyina, yehu esie.
Ahefo chinye ne vidi di biechi ye ba bedwe mo ayehu. Yensan kokomotie ho mbopo obi bepa ye ho anaje yewu. The power of fire, when you must share in your home. One funny hinch and fata no yet you would be who be saying. me see one my pine, and then my baby, I've been removing. Ya bread, Tiga Masabi, Preco beef you ball, so may you hoofy. You're the media for baby, I won't quench me fire, no. Often the tree come up, so you'll be a chin messiah.
Level number 2 no banco, Mechamako, Utana so, Atan from Betty Dame from Mizaya,
Mizaya, Mabu, anybody to me, Champa. Aha, near the Jumani na SCA, your frame opening KWADWO Addo. Mabua for Juliana Obeng, and Francis Okukuruku, Sasuna, Kwesi Abuaje, the darling boy, me boss Precope, and alternate me. Obonti na nkasa Father Dixon na nso ta echi pampe a ide dwumei ababesum na ye sorry sue no me kai o se wo tilapia ya toton a enhwe bebia meeting hotel e my 7 Virgin opposite Virgin City wo no ho na ukwa so wo hwe jo lawa ubenya tilapia papa awe with banku papa bi sa so na tekia ya tutu makacho se me nyoma ya tutu na mepe ya tutu ene bayra ya chi ene sudu wa kase wo hwe rich Queen Esther ene Chef Eric ombe servo mo ni age enwumre mesese obu edu a chia me ho na yawibi oba edam so uni problem kra yakra mo ye wonder Sunday